Hello, good morning and welcome to the news at 6. News is live on Joy 99.7 FM, hits 103.9 FM, also Love 99.5 FM in Kumasi and myjoyonline.com. We're also live in all 16 regions of Ghana on X Spaces and on Facebook. Coming up, President-elect John Mahama set to be sworn into office in a few hours from now, making his return to the presidency after his landmark victory in the December 7 polls.
Glory, great things he hath done, so loved the world that he gave us his son.
We do think that we are quite ready, with the information we have to start to work immediately.
Also coming up, as Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin is retained for the second time. He has experience and diplomacy to guide the 9th Parliament, while urging newly elected members of Parliament to exercise responsibility.
To the good people of Ghana who continue to hope for a better Ghana, I urge you to support your Parliament and be interested and engaged with the work of Parliament.
And in business,
LPG marketers call on John Mahama administration to reduce taxes on LPG to increase consumption. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
Also coming up, President Akufo-Addo dismisses petition for the removal of Chief Justice Gertrude Tokone, describing the petition as frivolous, vexatious and lacking evidence. We have details of a statement from the presidency. These and more with me, Mami Sinyamiche Thompson. Stay for details. And this morning, President-elect John Dramani Mahama will be sworn into office today during an inauguration ceremony at the Black Star Square. This marks his return to the presidency after he beat his main contender, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, in the last year's election. So far, 21 heads of state have arrived for the event. Maxwell Agbaba has more on the following report.
The names of our forefathers and mothers.
John Mahama delivering his inaugural speech in 2012 after being sworn in as President of the Republic.
This one, to God be the glory, great things he hath done, so loved the world that he gave us his son. All of you join me.
It was a rigorous win, and the NDC's emphatic victory means expectations are high. During a visit to the seat of government, President-elect John Mahama expressed his gratitude to President Akufo-Addo for ensuring a smooth and cordial transition process.
I want to thank you and your side of the transition team, Chief of Staff, for what has been a cordial and smooth transition. And we do think that we are quite ready, with the information we have to start to work immediately after we finish the inauguration. The last time I was president, I didn't live here, and so you are the first occupant of this premises, even though I'm familiar with the geography of it.
According to a statement released by the Ministry of Information, 21 heads of state from Africa and beyond have already arrived for the inauguration, with more expected. 3 vice presidents and 24 envoys are also in town. Spokesperson for the Mahama transition team, Felix Kwachiofusu, announced that there will be some road diversions and others temporarily closed to make way for the event.
Now the 28th February road from the SEPS headquarters to Castle Road Junction will be closed to the public. The Osu Cemetery traffic lights on the local street will also be closed.
And that report by my colleague Maxwell Agbaba. Well, ahead of his swearing-in today, President-elect John Mahama has announced a series of key appointments to the office of the President, with Julius Deborah taking over as Chief of Staff. All the appointments will take effective today, Tuesday, January 7, 2025. Here's the list of first set of appointments.
We have Julius Deborah, Chief of Staff, Dr. Callistus Mahama, Executive Secretary to the President, Prosper Douglas Bani, Head of Interim Security Task Force, Dr. Valerie Sawyer, Senior Presidential Advisor, Governmental Affairs, Augustus Guzi Tano, Presidential Advisor responsible for 24-hour economy and accelerated export development, Marietta Ejewa Brew, Legal Counsel to the President of Ghana, Felix Kwachiofusu, Acting Spokesperson to the President, and this is signed by Special Aide Felix Kwachiofusu, incoming Acting Spokesperson to the President. And these appointments, we're told, take effect from Tuesday, January 7, 2025, obviously after the inauguration.
And to Parliament now, Alban Sumana Bagbin has been retained for the second time as Speaker. He superintended a hung Parliament, the first in Ghana's parliamentary history. Just before his re-nomination, the minority and majority leaders had a go at each other before the dissolution of the 8th Parliament, after Alexander Afenyomarkin shredded into the NDC's Operation Recover All Loot, describing it as an agenda of personal vendetta. His colleague Dr. Kasiolo Tufosin weighed in on what he said was the grand corruption under the Akufo-Addo government. I beg your pardon. Kweku Asante has more from Parliament.
The life of the 8th Parliament has all but come to an end. Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin has suspended the House up until midnight when the 9th Parliament will be sworn in. Before that, there were speeches from the minority and majority leaders to conclude the sitting. Dr. Kasiolo Tufosin used his time to lambast the government for some of the decisions they took, which he believes has contributed to the country's current economic difficulties. Dr. Kasiolo Tufosin also zeroed in on the illegal mining menace and corruption under President Akufo-Addo.
High-ranking government officials, NPP functionaries, were accused by the then cabinet minister, Professor Frimpong Boateng, of promoting and engaging in illegal mining. So, Speaker, Galamsey later became a free-for-all enterprise involving MMDCs and other party functionaries. The records will bear us out that we on this side called for an honest, responsive approach to this menace, found on strict application to the law. Right Honorable Speaker, the past 8 years have been tough for all of us, a lesson on how not to govern a country, and in fact, a lesson on how not to run an economy.
Then came the time for the majority leader Alexander Afenyomarkin, who conceded that this NDC minority had been very difficult to deal with.
The minority were such a tough, stubborn, difficult side. Mr. Speaker, you could never have an agreement with them because they were smelling power. And I understand, rightly so. The number of government business I would have loved to complete for political expediency and perhaps for purposes of principle, I did not get the support from my respected colleague. Many were the disappointment, Mr. Speaker. I'm sad.
And that report by my colleague Kweku Asante. Now, after his swearing in, the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, had this to say.
I now come to the 9th Parliament with just not that background, but now with the experience of 4 years of speakership of a very difficult hung Parliament. I promise to bring all these experiences to bear in guiding this House to perform its mandate with efficiency, diligence, and above all, with a sense of being the bulwark of democracy in Ghana.
Well, we're just receiving information that Parliament has sworn in 3 members of Parliament for Techiman South, Okankwe Central and Tema Central, whose legitimacy is currently a matter of contention in court. The NDC, ahead of Parliament's inauguration, sought a court action which sought to prevent them from taking office. But the 3, together with embattled Akwatia MP Ernest Kumi, have been sworn in. We'll bring you details of that in subsequent bulletins. Right about now, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has rejected a petition seeking the removal of Chief Justice Gertrude Araba-Isaba Saki Tokono. The petition, submitted by Professor Stephen Kweku included allegations of misconduct and incompetence against her. But in a statement issued by the presidency yesterday, President Akufo-Addo revealed that following consultations with the Council of State, it was concluded that the petition did not present a prima facie case. Now, my colleague Kojo Youngson is in studio to give us details of that statement. Kojo, what does it say?
Well, it's to inform the public that after a thorough and careful review of the petition, for the removal of the Chief Justice. The President, in consultation with the Council of State, has concluded that the petition does not disclose a prima facie case warranting further action. It goes on to state that the President observed several deficiencies in the petition and highlights two of them. First, the petition was submitted without supporting evidence or documentation to substantiate its claims. The allegations, including claims of panel reconstruction, issuance of practice directions, and purported constitutional breaches by the Chief Justice, were found to be unsupported by the evidence. Second, the processes and practices cited by the petitioner, such as the Chief Justice's administrative responsibilities under the Courts Act, were found to be consistent with the law and established practices. The President then observes that contrary to the constitutional provisions, the petition was prematurely circulated in the public domain in breach of Article 1468 of the Constitution, mandating that proceedings of this nature be held in camera to protect the integrity of the judiciary. He goes on to say that such a violation undermines the solemnity of the process and the principles enshrined in the Constitution to safeguard judicial independence. The President is unhappy to observe that such a violation should have been occasioned by a lawyer. It concludes by saying that the petition was found to be frivolous, vexatious, and unmeritorious.
Thank you so much, Kojo Yankson, and definitely be going through that in subsequent bulletin, bringing you details of all that. And you keep your dial right here on Joy 99.7 FM. We'll definitely be bringing you live updates from the Black Star Square, where the inauguration of the President-elect John Dramani Mahama will be taking place live on our channels, on TV, and on all social media platforms. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson, and that's it for the bulletin this morning. Up next is business on the Supermorning Show.
Hello everyone, I'm Hanefri, the Health and Safety Manager of Total Energies Ghana. I want to remind you of the importance of road safety, especially as the festive season draws closer. Road accidents don't just happen, they are caused. Reckless driving, overspeeding, and poor vehicle maintenance are some of the leading causes during this period. Here are a few tips to keep you safe. Always ensure your vehicle is in good condition before traveling. Please wear your seatbelt and avoid distractions like using your phone whilst driving. Let's commit to responsible behavior on the road this season. Remember, safety starts from you. Safety for me, for you, and for all. Afishapa.
How secured are you? Let me ask you again. How secured are you? Say yes loud with confidence when you are protected by Millennium Insurance, because it gives you great reliability and comfort. Sign on any of our products today, be it motor, fire, burglary, accidents, travels, bonds, liabilities, engineering, marine and aviation insurance. Visit our offices in Accra, Northridge, Tema, Kumasi, Kofridia, Takrady, or any of our 30 agents nationwide. Call 0302-766-631 or 0504-394-997.
Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner.
Let me share my experience with you at the new Aqua Safari Resorts. When you arrive, you're greeted by warm smiles and introduced to your 24-hour butler who already has your itinerary sorted. Enjoy water sports activities like jet ski rides, kayaking, water sliding, flyboarding, and castanet fishing. You can even have your lunch here on the boat cruise. Let the tour guides take you through the sceneries of the mangrove forest, the friendliness of the animals, while you pet and feed them. We chose to have our breakfast with a beautiful sunrise right in front of our cabin.
Visit Aqua Safari Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
When you hear that sound, it can only mean one thing. It's the sound of excitement, the sound of milky goodness. It's the unmistakable sound of rich, creamy deliciousness. The sound that lets you know that the original milky richness awaits. The milky richness you can find in every bite of Munchie Milk Shortcake.
With its unique blend of milky richness and carefully selected ingredients, Munchie Milk Shortcake is crafted from an original age-old recipe to delight your taste buds. If you're looking for pure satisfaction and the authentic taste of original milky richness, it's time to grab a pack of your favorite biscuit, Munchie Milk Shortcake, today.
This advert is FDA approved.
What are you paying for? A delicious meal at the restaurant? Do it with SG Ghana Visa Card. Buying fuel for your car? Do it with SG Ghana Visa Card. Shopping online or at the mall or your favorite supermarket? Do it with SG Ghana Visa Card. When you need to pay, do it with SG Ghana Visa Card. With a large network of merchants and payment points, the SG Ghana Visa Card is your secure and convenient way to get things done in Ghana. You can also use the SG Ghana Visa Card for secure online purchases. Make your life easy and use your SG Ghana Visa Card today. To find out more, call 0302 214 314. That's 0302 214 314. Société Générale Ghana. The future is you.
Bafulingo.
Hey, good morning.
What a day, eh?
What a day. History is going to be made. History is going to be made. President-elect John Mahama sworn in.
Indeed. The king is gone. Long live the king, as they say. Yeah. But, I mean, how do you feel about the ceremony of it? Okay, I mean, we're all casting our minds back now to 2017, around the same time, when President Akufo-Addo was about to be sworn in, and there was this buzz of excitement. And, you know, it seemed like it was the dawn of new possibilities, you know.
The dawn of new possibilities.
Yeah, Charlie. My Shakespeare is coming small. But, I mean, how does it feel compared to today?
Well, I don't know if there's that much excitement as it was back then in 2017. I don't know. I've not been in town so much that I'm not able to gauge the mood. But I think that I mean, for some people, I mean, based on the polls, people were dissatisfied with the government, and so they're expecting some fresh air this time around. And I guess this time the Ghanaians are not just excited, but they're expecting so much from the incoming president. And so. Yes, that is what I think people are feeling right now.
They're not just excited.
Not just excited about but they are vigilant. And they're going to hold you to your words. And so whatever the president-elect is going to say today, Ghanaians are going to, you know, the outgoing president talked about protecting the public purse. It was, I mean, one of the statements you remember from his inauguration speech.
Apart from citizens, not spectators.
Yeah, and so, we're going to be listening keenly to what the president-elect will say when he's sworn in.
Indeed, yeah. Well, one thing that most people will certainly be doing is checking for plagiarism, right? Once bitten.
I remember that as well. Yeah.
Once bitten, twice shy. Anyway, we're all there for it. And by the way, if you keep it locked here on Joy and on the Joy News channel, you can catch our live coverage of today's historic events. MFO
Nobody beats us.
Indeed. Nobody does it better. Stay with us. MFO Apau and myself will be helming affairs for that. Stay tuned. Okay. All right. 6 a.m. news came to us thanks to Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, your story matters. As well as Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. And now for the trumpets, and it's from the kindness of Omni Basic Bank at your service and Safari Valley Resort, bringing you closer to nature.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, LPG marketers call on John Mahama administration to reduce taxes on LPG to increase consumption. Also coming up, pension analyst Abdullah Mashoud pushes for review of Social Security and National Insurance Trust indexation policy after a 12% increase in monthly payments. Plus, Ghana Union of Traders Association appeals to banks and microfinance companies to take a second look at loans offered countermand to traders affected by the recent fire outbreak. Details coming up. My name is Darryl Kwao. Happy Inauguration Day. Thanks for joining us and welcome to our friends listening from Akufo-Addo on KT Radio. Now, the LPG Marketers Association of Ghana has joined calls for the incoming John Mahama administration to reduce taxes on LPG to increase its consumption. The association has criticized the outgoing government for refusing to remove the numerous taxes on LPG, which have encouraged more consumers to resort to the use of charcoal. Speaking to Joy Business, the vice chairman of the LPG Marketing Companies Association, Gabriel Kumi, said government will be the biggest beneficiary if the taxes are removed.
Removing taxes on LPG as one of its major tax relief that is going to give to Ghanaians. But we believe it's never too late. Prior to the election, we met the NDC team. We submitted a paper to them, and we make a case for complete removal of all taxes on LPG. We still stand strongly by that because we believe it doesn't make any sense to put even a single peswa on tax on LPG. It doesn't make sense. The benefits that we are likely to enjoy by increasing the consumption of LPG is far more outweigh the benefit we are gaining from these taxes. So we will, before His Excellency the President even touches the sword and sit on the presidential chair, we are already appealing to him that he should not forget LPG when he's sitting properly in the chair and start looking at the taxes that he's going to cancel.
Vice Chairman of the LPG Marketing Companies Association, Gabriel Kumi. Now, the National Petroleum Authority has shot down recommendation from the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies to review the cylinder recirculation model. The model, a distribution system for LPG that allows consumers to exchange empty cylinders for filled ones. Now, according to the Chief Executive of the Chamber, Dr. Everson Upon, the policy is facing challenges and is likely to cause disaffection amongst consumers due to price instability.
The AOMC, the LPGMCs, none of our members is against CRM. Not our chairman, not the subcommittee of sub-member of LPGMCs being against it. None of us against CRM. My personal issue with CRM has to do with the way it was implemented. And again, when I sat down with MPA and I shared my vision with them around CRM, I was told it was too late because it hadn't been implemented. So it makes sense, but it can't be taken. It's good to have CRM so that it increases the penetration rate. All that CRM is doing is to make sure that the product is accessible to everybody.
You had Dr. Everson Upon, who is Chief Executive of the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies. Now, pension analyst Abdullah Mashoud is kicking against the current procedure used by the State Pension Trust, SNIT, in reviewing the monthly payments for contributors. SNIT yesterday increased the monthly pension indexation by 12%, which will take effect from the end of this month. Mr. Mashoud, who is also Executive Director of the Africa Center for Retirement Research, says the review will do little to improve the fortunes of contributors.
Generally, any pension indexation mechanism that fails to match pension increment rates to changes in prices of goods and services is practically driving old age pensioners into poverty. And we can just look back in the last few years. For instance, in the last 4 years, the year-end average inflation in 2022 was 31.47% against an award of 19% fixed rate in 2023. Similarly, inflation averaged 40.28% in 2023, but a lower fixed rate of 10% was awarded in 2024, clearly illustrating the inconsistencies involved in the implementation of the pension indexation policy. As at November 2024, inflation averages 23%. The 8% fixed rate awarded this year is woefully inadequate and will leave many to struggle as they will face significant drop in their living standard, leading to post-retirement mortality.
That was pension analyst Abdullah Mashoud, also Executive Director of the Africa Center for Retirement Research. The Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, has admitted that fiscal challenges over the years played a major role in the current struggles with inflation and the cedi. Inflation is still high despite a recent slowdown, whilst the cedi until recently had been under serious pressure. Now, Dr. Addison notes that the recent program with the IMF could deal with the challenge going forward.
I'm not here to blame anybody
for anything. I think it's common knowledge that we had a lot of fiscal slippages in 2020, and really that has not helped us. So yes, I mean, if we had had a tighter fiscal policy in 2020, we probably would have been on a better path than we currently find ourselves. You know, if you look at the IMF program, right, the design of fiscal policy under the IMF program, we are moving from a situation in which the government is running a primary deficit into a situation in which they'll be running a primary surplus. You know what that means?
Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. N.S. Addison. The Vice Chairman of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Clement Boateng, has urged banks and microfinance companies to reschedule the financial obligations of traders at the Kantamanto market. He made the appeal after the association donated 40,000 cedis to support traders affected by the recent fire outbreak that destroyed the market. Mr. Boateng also appealed to the Accra Metropolitan Assembly to collaborate with GUSA to help traders ensure their goods in future.
I will also take this opportunity to appeal to the banks, because I know that there are a lot of people here who have taken some facilities from the bank. So I want to make an appeal to all the financial institutions that our members have taken facility from to please reschedule their facility arrangement so that the time that they are supposed to repay the facility will be extended for them to have a bit of respite. I will again appeal to the district, metropolitan and municipal assemblies to sit down with GUSA and consider an amount that we are paying for the business operating permit. That amount should be set aside to sign on to an insurance package.
Vice Chairman of GUSA, Clement Boateng. Now, Republic Bank Ghana PLC has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Liberian Bank for Development and Investment. The move, according to the bank, is to provide technical assistance on mortgage, amongst others, to the Liberian counterpart. Here's Managing Director for Republic Bank Ghana PLC, Benjamin Joboku.
The purpose of this technical service agreement is to provide technical support to the staff of LBDI. They want to achieve some level of growth in their mortgage. And therefore, Republic Bank Ghana, if it comes to mortgage, we have the expertise. And therefore, they want to leverage on that expertise. If you talk about cards, credit card, I think in Ghana, we are the only bank issuing 4 credit cards.
Benjamin Joboku there, Managing Director for Republic Bank Ghana PLC. Now, Head of Fintech and Innovation at the Bank of Ghana, Kwame Opong, shares some tips on how to assess the safety and responsiveness of financial technology applications on today's edition of Investor Eye.
The product needs to work. 2, consumers need to feel safe in using the product. And that in itself is at the core of financial inclusion, which includes 1, that people have access to the services, 2, that there's a variety of services. But the third element is the informed usage. And if you unbundle that, it includes 1, being properly educated about how to use it. I think in the early days of mobile money, one of the challenges, some of the challenges included knowing where to withdraw, identifying an agent, remembering your PIN, and PIN handling mechanisms and techniques. So that education is the first bit. The second bit of that is also the informed usage, which is how to properly use it so that you're safe in that usage. And the third element is, in the scenario that something goes wrong, is there enough of support?
Head of Fintech and Innovation at the Bank of Ghana, Kwame Opong, with today's edition of Investor Eye. Make a date on Thursday. Before we go a look at the markets, on the commodity market, crude oil trading at $76 a barrel, gold increased by almost $3, selling at $2,639 an ounce. Cocoa open trading at $11,377 a ton after gaining more than $139. On the currency market, the dollar going for 15 cedis 47 pesos. That's what forex bureaus are offering clients this morning. The British pound 19 cedis 30 pesos. The euro going for 16 cedis 15 pesos. Commercial banks selling the dollar at 14 cedis 65 pesos. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. The Super Morning Show continues with our inspirational song for today. Don't go anywhere.
Coffee in your cup. Super Morning Show. coffee in your cup, and joy on the set, the Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Majestic and royal. You
Joy 99.7 FM.
Everlasting, loving and loyal. You're never run.
mighty that we are getting something good.
Hopefully.
Right? Yes,
Hopefully,
that's our
fingers
prayer.
crossed.
That's our prayer. I mean, because I'm remembering all the euphoria from the last time.
2017, right?
Yes. And how expectant we all were.
A wind of change.
If I tell you, I mean, look, they will not want me to mention their names, but there are MPs, very prominent MPs of the NDC, who confided in me on this day, the 7th of January 2017.
Okay.
At the inauguration, because I was there.
What did they say?
They confided in me that even though they had lost, they knew that by the time they came back, and you know, back then they expected they would be back in 2020. So they said, by the time they come back in 2020, Nana Addo would have fixed certain things about Ghanaian politics so that their rule or their tenure will be easier. Some of the nonsense around, their words, some of the nonsense around Ghana politics will be removed because Nana is a no-nonsense guy.
That didn't happen.
No, it didn't, did it? It didn't.
Wow.
No. And today's Say It Right is dedicated to the outgoing president.
Okay.
I'll say no more. Hi, Mama B.
Hi there, Kojo.
You look nice. That's my favorite color.
I mean, it's inauguration, so
you've.
I wanted to look nice for it.
Oh, you're very kind. You're very kind. I'm sure John Mahama appreciates it. Okay.
The color, though.
Sure, somebody's probably listening, wondering, okay, so how is she dressed?
So you just go to our Facebook Live or go to our YouTube channel. Go and see how Mama B chose to dress for inauguration and ask the same questions that Darrell is asking in his head right now. By the way, thanks for staying with us, Darrell. We appreciate your presence for the news review.
Your holiday presence means a lot, you know. Holidays are the days that our producer Samuel Dami turns DJ. And then Darrell joins the show.
That's right. One of them is a very good thing. That's all we'll say about that.
All right, let's bring you our Drive Safe campaign. Is brought to us by Journeys and Multimedia Group, supported proudly always by Toyota Superior Quality. So my tip today, remember, traffic diversions in Accra today. It's been announced ahead, so it will be really good. Even though it's a holiday, you think that, it will be free flow. Not necessarily in certain
Eben was
parts.
telling me there was traffic when he was coming.
So you see. So please remember, Osu traffic light to Parliament House, AU runabout, access route to Parliament from the Electoral Commission to the centre of Parliament House, security area within the Parliament House premises, road from Osu Cemetery to Parliament House. If you can, please avoid.
Just avoid them. Just avoid them.
Avoid. Well, maybe.
No choice. Just avoid.
Maybe if you don't. So that's your tip. Please remember that there will be some diversions. So,
Indeed. Thank you for that. All right, let's learn how to say it right, and this one is for the outgoing president. It's brought to you by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks, and Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
Today, I'd like to share one of my favorite English words, oleaginous. 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 The word started its life in medieval Latin as oleaginous without the second O. Back then, it simply meant from the olive, like olive oil. Today, oleaginous means oily, to be saturated with or richly covered in oil. Its more common and idiomatic use, however, is as an adjective to describe any person, deed, or word that is extremely polite without being sincere. Any polite dialogue or comment that is aimed at flattering without being the least bit heartfelt could be termed oleaginous. Let's use it in a sentence. The president seduced his audience with an oleaginous inaugural address riddled with promises and plagiarism. Hopefully never again. Here's another example which employs the original meaning. Ignoring the doctor's warnings, Sarah served her man with an oleaginous plateful of fried plantain and beans. So there you go. One gorgeous English word, 2 ways to say it right. Oleaginous.
How did you use it in a sentence, though?
I used it in 2 sentences. Which one do you want?
The first.
The first one? I have it here. Let me read it to you. Yes, make life easier for myself. All right, so here's the first sentence. The president seduced his audience with an oleaginous inaugural address, riddled with promises and plagiarism.
Okay. All right. Do you want the second set? Because I requested for the first one.
After that, I said, hopefully never again.
That one was
my addition.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because we are praying.
The original
we are praying for a better future. But Samuel Dame is suggesting that in the second sentence, where I talk about someone being served with an oleaginous plate full of fried plantain and beans.
Well, I hear that's you.
Sami is making an allegation.
It could only be you.
Yes, but there's no Sarah serving me beans, so that part cannot be accurate. Anyway, let's get into the news review, brought to us by Syntex Tank, Air Strong, Air Tough, and Access Bank, more than banking.
Right, big story for the day. Mahama set to be sworn in for second term after landslide victory. MyJoyOnline.com reporting that this morning. I mean, it's the biggest story of today.
It is indeed.
I mean, Kojo, you've been at the Black Star Square before to witness all of this. I mean, what's going to be happening today, do you think?
Well, I've got to say, 8 years ago, it was colorful. They set up pavilions, different pavilions, all of them covered because it was a boiling hot day.
Yeah.
And they had the president and his people seated in one place. The cars arrived, they had cordoned off the vehicle, paths and all of that. And the cars arrived, everybody sat down. There was some cultural performances. There was a poem, I believe. And then there was the speech by the outgoing president. And then there was the swearing in of the new president, and then he gave his inaugural speech.
Wow.
And it was quite
We're
nice.
expecting so many dignitaries.
Yes,
and I've seen the setup. Looks even more colorful this time around. Yeah, a lot going into preparations.
Yes.
8 years ago, there was a lot of goodwill as well. People were so positive and so hopeful.
Yeah.
So hopeful.
Yeah. It seemed we had finally picked someone different.
I think we've tamed our expectations. People are excited that there's change, but I'm not sure they're so expectant.
Yeah.
But like Kojo said, people are vigilant this time.
Yeah. We are watching out for plagiarism. Even the way you are saying they're off and the off is sounding like somebody else's off.
So the article says, whilst Mahama's victory is a cause for celebration, he faces the formidable task of addressing pressing national challenges, including economic instability and social inequalities. I guess we'll start counting from today.
Indeed.
When he's sworn in as president.
Yeah.
He asked us not to give him a honeymoon, right?
The joyride will be over.
Yes. So from day one, we immediately start assessing his work. And to be fair, I don't know. Yes, to be fair is the right expression. He's not very lucky because he has no margin for error. He has 4 years to do whatever it is that he aims to do, and it's 4 difficult years. He can't afford to get any of his decisions wrong, which is difficult because you're a human being, so you are bound to get some things wrong, right? But in his case, anything that goes wrong will have such a cataclysmic effect that we just can't afford it. We've been brought to such a low.
His first tenure was not, there was so much disapproval of his first tenure. So this time, I'm sure he wants to leave a legacy, something he'll be hopefully remembered for.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah. But we would also have to give him a bit of time to settle. Otherwise, because remember, yeah, you say, I mean, whether you like it or not, I mean, you don't expect that. Okay, so today is 7th, right? 8th, no, you expect him to do what exactly on his first day?
He has already started. He has already started
with the
appointing people, and these are all parts of his job, right? He needs to build his cabinet, not just that, but there's been a transition team working every day up until now. There is substance with which to start work. It's not like on the first day he's going to be readjusting the height of his chair. No. Besides,
I hope
this is not a job.
Also expecting that on the first day, the e-levy will go away.
Oh well,
you know what I mean?
But obviously,
he's made a promise that he's going to take up
there are
taxes,
certain things that won't happen on day one, but there are things that will. Right? There are things that will happen that we expect him to do from day one. You know, and that's just the way it is. Well, he's been there before.
Yeah.
It's not like he now has to find his way around. You know, and as where do you keep the toilet roll? No. That's his former house.
I'm looking forward to the ministerial appointments.
Me too.
Yeah.
Who's going where?
Yeah. But I think some of the choices that he's made for the presidency are quite
excellent
predictable and very good, actually. Yes.
I see people have experience.
Yeah.
I see Julius Deborah coming back to a role that he played very well. People don't give Julius Deborah enough credit for what a chief of staff he was. Because, I mean, think about it. The job of your chief of staff is to basically be the boss of everyone the president has appointed.
Yeah.
And Julius Deborah had a way with people.
Yeah.
That was his talent.
He still does.
Yes.
Even in opposition.
Yes. He had a way with people. People trusted him. People would come to him, and he was a problem solver. You know, so there is no doubt that the president is relying on safe hands, you know, to ease himself back into.
I think what that brings is consistency, because then it means it's not like they're now going to find themselves. These are territories that they're already familiar with, so they just get to work.
I see the return of Valerie Sawyer. Prosper Bani is back, but in a very different role. Security is what he's focused on.
I thought I saw Guzi.
Yes, Guzi Tando is back to handle
24-hour economy.
That sort of reminded me of Alan in Kufuor's administration, where he had the special presidential project, because this is 24-hour economy.
Yes.
And
although strangely, I mean, if we're being accurate, actually, one district, one factory was taken away from Alan's ministry and taken to the presidency. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
So it was taken away from Alan's responsibility, which is weird, strange. I mean, because he keeps reminding everybody that he came up with the policy, came up with the idea.
And there's also Marietta.
Marietta, yes.
That's right. She's the basically legal counsel, which means
most likely.
Yes. Now we can now start speculating about who will be Attorney General, right? If Marietta is going to be legal counsel for the president. But very, very interesting makeup of the initial appointments. Felix Kwachiofosu will be spokesperson. This is the first time I'm seeing an MP playing that role.
Okay.
You know, I wonder whether it will affect his work.
I don't think
Parliament.
so. I don't think so.
doubt.
I thought he was going to go to information.
Most likely,
especially with the work that he's been doing.
I think we can start guessing who will end up at information, right?
Well, another headline: experience and diplomacy will guide Ghana's 9th Parliament. Alban Bagbin, we saw the 8th Parliament dissolved at midnight, and a new Parliament, and 9th one.
We have to talk about, because I was talking to a friend of mine who is in Ethiopia, and he was watching the proceedings and the way and manner in which our MPs even carried themselves on the night. I mean, people on their phones, walking around, so disorderly. You know, this is a house of order.
I will not
repeat what I said witnessed.
Yesterday.
Please repeat.
I will not repeat what I said.
And we forget that
it's
not just like a Ghanaian audience. You know, there were even visitors in the house. And then people were watching around the world. And then this is what we served them with.
It was
really?
I'll say something different.
Like it's a market
I'll say
place.
something different. It was like the first day of high school. Let's get a quick recap of how things went last night.
recognize honorable members' intents. But let me make a point. Honorable minority, I am the chair of this proceeding. Let me make my point. Honorable minority leader, there are extraneous matters which I believe should not be part of this process. You were to second the motion. The other information you were tendering, the other information you were providing is not an information which is before this House. There be no other nomination. I hereby duly declare Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagby as having been elected
in consultation with the leadership of the great National Democratic Congress to be elected Speaker of this Parliament. I came to the Speaker of the 8th Parliament with my experience as the longest legislator of the House. I now come to the 9th Parliament with just not that background, but now with the experience of 4 years of speakership of a very difficult hung parliament. I promise to bring all these experiences to bear in guiding this House to perform its mandate with efficiency, diligence, and above all, with a sense of being the bulwark of democracy in Ghana. There be no other nomination. I proceed to declare Honorable Bernard Ahiafo, Member of Parliament for Akachi South constituency, duly elected as the first Deputy Speaker of the 9th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana. I proceed to declare Honorable Asiema Andrew Amwako, Member of Parliament for Formina constituency, duly elected as the second Deputy Speaker of the 9th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana. Society develops or fails to develop depending on the extent to which its political leadership is intelligent, creative, skillful, committed, and has the capacity to enlist support, induce loyalty, and to inspire confidence. I'm aware of what you went through before you got elected to this House. And I trust that you will not abuse the trust and confidence of the people.
Morning Show.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, it was quite a night.
Yeah,
quite
just
a night.
need to mention that the Parliament also swore in the members of, the members of Parliament for Techiman South, Okaikwe South, and Tema Central, whose legitimacy is currently under contention in court.
Yeah,
so,
because they said they didn't want to do anything to
mar the day, right?
Today, and so whoever comes, irrespective of whatever court action,
will be sworn in, and then later they will separate the wheat from the chaff. Hey, Ihadu. Anyway, I mean, look, last night was strange for many reasons. I mean, we saw the MPs, with their one-upsmanship, attempting to, take center stage. You saw the spiritual reasons. What's his name? Afenyo Markin. Really. Anyway, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to all of that later on the show. Right now, first of all, let's thank Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goil Good Energy Goil in India for the online review, and move straight on to the BBC News, brought to us by Fidelity Bank, believe with us, and Old Mutual, 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
For over 60 years, Good Energy has served you top quality fuels. Goil brings you Super XP for a smooth ride. It is available in Goil stations nationwide. Goil Super XP is fortified with special additives which help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Goil Super XP is quality fuel, the ideal choice for most vehicles. Energize your ride with Goil Super XP. Wufilia, huh? Wufefi. Good energy. Joy
Reliable, check. Comfort, check. Strong, check. Tough, check. Tried and tested, check. Affordable, check. Comes in so many colors and sizes, check. Suitable for domestic and industrial use, check. Choose quality, choose Syntex tank. Available nationwide and comes with 7-year warranty. And remember, Syntex tank is a caring brand too. Syntex tank, a strong, a tough.
Festive season is here. You know what that means. Groceries, bills, and so many unplanned expenses. But don't panic. There's a cool new feature on Haptel you have to know about. It's called Pay Small Small. Yes, like the name says, Pay Small Small. It's Ghana's first widely and instantly available buy now, Pay Small Small service. With Pay Small Small, you can buy food, groceries, airtime, and pay all your bills without paying the full amount upfront. So this festive season, you're sorted. Pay a small fraction of what you're buying now and spread the rest into 3 weekly payments. All you need is your Ghana card to activate it and you're set. It's the perfect solution to keep your pockets in check this festive season and beyond. So don't wait. Go to your Haptel app now and choose Pay Small Small as your payment option. Haptel is everything you.
The most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town. Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
People became concerned about how the immigration system was being managed.
Some want it frozen, others say it needs to increase. Join me, Celie Hatton, as I explore both sides of the debate.
Canadian immigration, boom or bust. Thursday at 9:30 and 21 GMT.
At 8:30 GMT, Business Daily.
Today we're in Valencia in Spain. In October 2024, the area experienced devastating heavy rain and flash flooding. Lives were lost, businesses and homes were destroyed. We look at the economic cost of rebuilding.
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Hello and welcome to Newsday on the BBC World Service with Rob Young and Ione Wells.
More than 50 people have been killed in an earthquake in Tibet, striking the city of Shigatse. Videos from the area show collapsed buildings, and there have been reports of aftershocks.
The United Nations say that their aid operation in Gaza is at breaking point, accusing Israeli forces and criminal gangs of attacking their convoys. They say have called on the international community to do more.
After a difficult few weeks and falling ratings, Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has said he'll resign as the country's leader. It now falls to his Liberal Party to select a replacement before the country holds elections before October.
And following the failure of mainstream parties in Austria to form a coalition government, the President has asked the far-right Freedom Party to form an administration. All of that coming up after the latest BBC World News.
Hello, I'm Neil Nunes with the BBC News. A powerful earthquake has struck China's Tibet region close to Mount Everest and the border with Nepal, killing at least 53 people in Tibet. Chinese state media say hundreds of houses have collapsed in mountain villages around Shigatse, which is holy for Tibetan Buddhists. Footage shows rescue workers searching the rubble in temperatures well below zero. Badra Sharma is a journalist in the Nepali capital, Kathmandu.
Police have reported scores of houses been damaged in eastern Nepal, and they've been still collecting the details. There was, the strong tremor early in the morning, and we all came out of our house, and still the ground was shaking at that moment. But this time, Kathmandu seems stable. But the people living in eastern Nepal, they say, they've been facing this sort of the tremors time and again.
The United Nations has warned that famine in Sudan has reached devastating levels. Addressing the Security Council, the Director of Operations at the UN's Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, Edem Worsenu, said it was a humanitarian crisis of staggering proportions, which has now spread to 5 areas.
Sudan is currently the only place in the world where famine has been confirmed. Hunger and starvation are spreading because of the decisions being made each day to continue to prosecute this war, irrespective of the civilian cost.
The United Nations has also warned that its work delivering aid to people in Gaza is at breaking point, following what it said was a deliberate and dangerous pattern of sabotage by both Israeli soldiers and Palestinian gangs. The UN's Under-Secretary for Humanitarian Affairs, Tom Fletcher, accused the Israeli army of attacking a clearly marked UN aid convoy. Emir Nada is in Jerusalem.
We did see a separate incident where the civil defense in Gaza said a vehicle carrying 5 Palestinians who were protecting aid deliveries were struck in what they said was an Israeli attack. The statement by the UN has also noted that Palestinian gangs have been looting aid deliveries into Gaza. This incident where 6 fuel tankers were hijacked, leaving their aid operations with very little, or pushing the ability of the UN to conduct their aid deliveries to breaking point.
President Macron will take part in commemorations on Tuesday morning in the French capital, marking 10 years since the Islamist gun attack at the offices of the satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo. 12 people were killed, including several of the best-known cartoonists. The attack was carried out by 2 brothers. This is the latest world news from the BBC. The US has added several Chinese technology companies, including the gaming giant Tencent and the battery maker CATL, to a list of businesses it says work with China's military. Inclusion does not mean an immediate ban, but puts pressure on US companies to avoid doing business with Chinese entities deemed suspect. Tencent and CATL have denied the accusations. Environmentalists are raising concerns about a ship loaded with 20,000 tons of potentially explosive ammonium nitrate moored in Ivory Coast's largest city, Abidjan. They're worried about the condition of the cargo, which has been refused entry to other ports because it's thought to be unstable and contaminated. Port officials in Abidjan say it poses no danger and necessary precautions have been taken. Several West African countries have reacted angrily to comments by the French president that African leaders have forgotten to say thank you to France for helping them combat jihadist insurgencies. Here's David Bamford.
Speaking at an annual conference of French ambassadors on Monday, President Emmanuel Macron said France was reorganizing its strategic interests in West Africa. He rejected the idea that the French military were being forced to withdraw and said that without the French army's support, some Sahel countries might no longer exist. Chad's foreign minister said Mr. Macron's comments revealed his contempt for Africa. Senegal's Prime Minister described Mr. Macron's comments as erroneous.
The U.S. military has sent 11 Yemeni prisoners from the Guantanamo Bay detention camp to Oman, leaving only 15 detainees still incarcerated. None of those freed on Monday had been charged with any crime during their 2 decades in the facility, where conditions have been criticized by human rights groups. BBC News.
After a long flight, Safari Homes gives you the peace to unwind. A short drive from the airport, convenient for all. For nature lovers, Safari Valley Resort is a hidden gem, surrounded by lush greenery and luxury amenities. A place where you can truly escape. Now for water adventure, Aqua Safari Resort has it all. Jet skis, canoe rides, kayaking, and a visit to the estuary. And for more excitement, Safari Eco Park is the perfect place to get closer to some amazing animals.
Visit Safari World in Ghana, together bringing you closer to nature.
Have you ever thought one click could expose your data, or a simple message could drain money from your mobile account? In today's digital age, information is power, and protecting it is essential. At Academic City, our MSc in cybersecurity equips you to code, shield, and excel, providing the expertise to protect data and defend against cyber threats. Apply now for our January 2025 intake. Visit act.edu.gh or call 0262 693870 to secure your future. Academic City, educating future-ready leaders.
What if we told you that your next adventure is just a tap away? That's right, with Republic Bank Visa Credit Card, it's your time to win a staycation at some of Ghana's luxury beach resorts, 5-course dinner, a full-day spa service, or the ultimate, an all-expense-paid trip to Dubai, the city of gold. Every tap brings you closer to winning in the Tap Win and Fly with Republic Bank promo. Whether it's Infinite, Addition, or Classic Credit Card, just keep tapping to win. New customers are welcome. This promo is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7.
Oh, but this song is nice, pa.
Sloopy Mikey Jemfi.
Yeah.
Na Sloopy
this is
then.
A classic.
Sloopy is then. Hey. We are all picking names, to do our musical. Sloopy.
A boga name.
Wask. Anyway, but what a great song, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The holiday is holidaying. We need you now, my friend. Behave.
To the oath. Do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana as by law established. That I will uphold, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution. And defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. And that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a Member of Parliament. So help me God.
So help me God. Hey, Addo. Yes.
And that's it. We have a 9th Parliament.
Yes, 276 members sworn in by the Speaker, Alban Sumana, Kingsford Bagbin. And it ushers in a new era. 4 years of... 4 years of politics, my goodness. Hopefully some governance makes its way through. And it's not just politics. Hopefully some nation building actually, finds expression in the next 4 years. Otherwise...
Bagbin also made history, equaling Justice D.F. Annan's record as Speaker of Parliament for 2 terms.
Good for him.
Good for him. I mean, we have a Mugabe.
We have a Mugabe.
We have a Mugabe. We have a Mugabe in Parliament. That's how the graphic online actually puts it. Meets Collins Dowda. The Mugabe record. Oh, you know the Collins Dowda. Yeah.
How many terms now?
8.
Whoa.
8th term.
Whoa.
As MP. He's broken. Oh yeah. Oh, Samuel Dami says he's broken the 8s. The only person who could break the 8s. Yes.
Oh goodness.
Collins.
Well, congratulations to him.
I know.
Clearly, he has annexed his constituency, quite firmly, and has no difficulty winning elections.
Esutifi South, Member of Parliament.
That's right. Oseche Mensah-Bonsu is not coming back.
No, he's not.
Yes.
He's not. He's retired.
His term comes to an end, and
his term doesn't come to. His term has ended.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It came to an end last night, right?
Yeah.
Came to an end last night, and he's been in Parliament for yonks and yonks. He's just been there forever. And but Collins Dowda, however, you don't tend to hear him speak much in Parliament, do you?
He still has an ongoing issue with the states
regarding Saglemi.
Prosecuted, exactly. I think after that incident, he went a bit quiet.
But before
with
that
interviews, I think before that, I would hear him a few times.
Interviews, yes, because of course he was a minister as well, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Yes, but in terms of on the floor of Parliament, hearing him speak in the formation of laws, I don't think that's a common occurrence.
I'm not sure. You know, a lot of the times, media, reporters would find the proper work of Parliament boring. And so if you were to follow the media strictly, you would not know how members are really contributing to Parliament, particularly on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, congratulations to him. So, inauguration, the way you have worn your dress, idiot, will you be going?
But would this end me an entry or something?
What, the dress? You want the dress to earn you an entry? So yay!
You must be invited. I have not been invited. So I'll be watching on television.
You of all people.
And if I'm not by TV, I'll be listening on radio, of course, because it will be live on radio and television.
Because you would have thought that, with your links and connections, that you would have been in the first row, with a big smile.
I want to see all the action, so I'll be watching on Joy News.
Exactly, you better. Yes, that's where it'll all be unfolding. All right, well, listen, stay tuned. We've got lots coming up on the Super Morning Show today. It's all for you. So listen, use the hashtag JoySMS. Tell us, what are your expectations of the new president, the new parliament, the new government? Let's talk about it right here.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning on the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
All right, now, have you thought of, what to give your family this season? Well, how about a Fintech tank? Yeah, it's not just for Christmas. Give your family the gift of clean water. Okay, it's for a lifetime. No matter where you are in the country, you can call 0244 335 168 and they'll make it happen. Don't make it rice all the time. Don't always make it oil. Oleaginous. Just make it Fintech tank. Fintech tank. Are you strong? Are you tough?
At Total Energies, they are continuing what they started last year in November. They are still spreading some festive cheer. So, wherever you're going to today, if you're on the Liberation Road, if you're in Tessan or Dacoman, Link Road, Sakumon or Farah Avenue, Oxford Street, Community 1 Stadium and Apramodo, Total Energy service stations, just stop, change your oil and get a free elite car wash to keep your ride sparkling. It's like giving your car a holiday makeover. So while preparing to hit the road, make sure your vehicle is ready for any occasion. For more details and updates, visit totalenergiesgh.com. Total Energies is on social media: Facebook at Total Energies Ghana, X at Total Energies GH, and Instagram at Total Energies GH.
All right, now listen, if you're wondering where to hold your strategy planning meetings, your board sessions, or your staff retreats, because it's that time of the year, isn't it? There's only one venue, and it's Safari Valley Resort. Think of the green, serene environment, the accessibility, the meeting room capacity, the flow, the layout of space, the room flexibility, the quality of equipment, and of course the staff and the first-class catering services. It's got to be Safari Valley Resort as your first choice. Call them on 0596 914 394. Safari Valley, bringing you closer to nature.
And from the dreams of youth to the ambitions of adulthood, wherever you are on your journey, starting a career, building a family, growing a business, or planning your future, we're here for your journey. Every goal deserves the chance to flourish. And with hard work, dedication, and a strong belief in yourself, the seed of greatness is within reach. So trust in the journey and understand that Fidelity Bank is with you every step of the way. Together, let's turn your dreams into reality. We are here for your journey. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Now, the Kingdom Books and Stationery furniture sale continues. You can get up to 15% off in any of their shops in Tema, Akwe-J, Takrady, Cape Coast, Spintex, Atomic, Winneba, or Kumasi. And you can also shop online at kingdomstoreonline.com. Hurry while stock lasts. You can call 050-162-0810 or email info@kingdomgh.com. Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, where quality and affordability are assured. Terms and conditions apply.
And it's that special time of the year, and we just want to say thank you to all our cherished customers for choosing us. From all of us at Omni Basic Bank, we wish you a prosperous new year. You can reach our 24-hour contact center on 0307 08 6000 or 0302 758 555, or call the toll-free number 0800 100 790. A Fishapa from Omni Basic Bank at your service.
All right, now I'm here to tell you that conferencing doesn't have to be the same boring routine. The location for your next conference can be both result-centered and relaxing. Aqua Safari Resort gives you the best of both worlds and more. Let them take the stress out of the process. Just call them on 054-011-0190 and watch your conferences and events beautifully taken care of. All right.
So, Kojo, you know, I am not going to the Black Star Square, the Independence Square, but my friend Emmanuel McDare is on his way.
Good for him. Good for him.
To the inaugural ceremony.
Okay.
Good morning.
Emmanuel, you're my fans. Enjoy yourself today. I hope you get a good seat. Okay, well, listen, that's lots more coming up on the show, including, of course, your birthdays, sports, and more. Stay with us.
The other day, I visited Kweku at his spunky new office to congratulate him on opening his business. And man, was I impressed. The business is just moving quick. The sales, customers, everything is just working seamlessly. The secret? He said,
it's MTN Business Broadband. In this fast-paced environment, we need fast and reliable internet to support all business types. No laggy online meetings, great download and upload speeds, impeccable business management systems, all inclusive. I mean, you can have it all.
Sharp! I signed on immediately.
To enable your business stay ahead and stay connected, make sure you're signed on to the best internet made just for businesses. MTN Business Broadband. Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh and manage your account on my MTN app. Call 0244 308 111 for more information. We are good together everywhere you go.
Imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right, we are not just offering loans, but a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, 0244-674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Yafimi give us the vibe. Now, Inshona Chili makes you thrive.
Yes, so it's time to enjoy, Charlie. Buy or renew your motor insurance and boom! Free fuel coupons and airtime for your sweat. Who don't like enjoyment?
From January to June 2025, Enterprise Insurance gives you more reasons to smile on the road. Insure today and enjoy free fuel coupons for your car and airtime for your phone.
Free fuel? Airtime too? Enterprise Insurance, always your advantage.
Insure not Chile. It's simple. Insure and enjoy. Ready to secure your peace of mind and experience the fastest claims payment? Visit any of our branches or agency outlets nationwide. Connect with your insurance broker or enjoy the convenience of buying your insurance online through the Enterprise Advantage app today. Terms and conditions apply.
Enterprise, your advantage.
When you hear that sound, it can only mean one thing. It's the sound of excitement, the sound of milky goodness. It's the unmistakable sound of rich, creamy deliciousness. The sound that lets you know that the original milky richness awaits. The milky richness you can find in every bite of Munchie Milk Shortcake.
With its unique blend of milky richness and carefully selected ingredients, Munchie Milk Shortcake is crafted from an original age-old recipe to delight your taste buds. If you're looking for pure satisfaction and the authentic taste of original milky richness, it's time to grab a pack of your favorite biscuit, Munchie Milk Shortcake, today.
This advert is FDA approved.
All right, birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go, and Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group,
as close as a partner.
All right, 7th of January. Whose birthday is it?
I don't have any birthdays.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Wow, that's got to be some kind of world record.
Oh no, I'm sure. It says somebody's birthday.
We know
except that I don't have any.
people.
You will have
How
people.
come? I've got one. This one says, okay. Okay.
In its sin.
Okay, this is
Let's
not
move
a
on. We
birthday
can
wish.
come back to
this
it
is not
later.
a birthday wish. It's not. I can't even read it aloud. It's some juicy filler. I'll tell you when we go on commercial break. Okay.
I hear you.
Okay. All right. But listen, if it's your birthday today and you're listening, well, happy birthday to you. We love you very much. And that brings us.
Actually, you've got the way you're looking at your phone.
Is this somebody's birthday? I thought. All right. Well, the Joy Sports Center is brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go, Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. And if it's football you want, DSTV has got it all. Yes, it's all on DSTV. All the leagues, all the cups, all the matches live in HD this season promises to be exciting. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Because somebody says that it wasn't dramatic enough. I miss Carlos High cry. Talking about yesterday.
Oh, Dada Carlosi.
Hey, people on social media, they are not good though. Hey!
So I watched an interview that he granted a few days ago, Carlos Sahinkra, talking about how he doesn't regret what he did.
Oh?
He did it for the president, although it's a pity because the president doesn't appreciate what he did, apparently. So yeah, but he doesn't regret it. He thought it was a good move to,
It has overed me. Please move on.
You go over everybody. All right. Well, why wait to own your dream phone when you can have it now without breaking the bank? With MTN Pick and Pay Later, you can now own your perfect smartphone and pay in easy installments over 4 to 6 months. Now, the best part is that all the phones come with up to 3 gigabytes of free data so that you can share your pictures and get all the biggest scoops online for the first 6 months after purchase. Just dial *170#. Choose device Pick and Pay Later under the loan menu and start the process with just a small initial deposit. You can then stop by any MTN service center to grab your dream phone and enjoy the ultimate smartphone experience.
And this season, enjoy endless perks with Standard Chartered Visa card, the enjoyment card. Book trips, make reservations, and handle all your holiday shopping with special discount. Treat yourself and your loved ones with amazing gifts without the worry of cost. We've got exclusive offers just for you. Now, did you know that you earn points that can be redeemed for exciting rewards when you use your Standard Chartered Visa card? Well, the best part is your Standard Chartered Visa card is accepted in over 1 million destinations across the world. So shop, dine, and travel effortlessly at millions of locations worldwide, enjoying convenience and unbeatable rewards. Your Standard Chartered Visa card isn't just for payments, it's the enjoyment card. Celebrate and enjoy this new season, one swipe at a time. Standard Chartered, here for good. And here for good, as always, is Francis Achu Tama.
Mama V, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. You?
I'm great. All of us stayed up rather late in the hope that we're going to have some drama. Unfortunately,
what were you expecting? Why are you saying unfortunately? Really?
That's what we're used to. That's what the 8th Parliament gave us, But it was good.
You are a typical Ghanaian. We disapprove of the thing and then we miss it.
Oh, Charlie.
Hey!
But yeah, we wish all the parliamentarians well, including the level 100 parliamentarians who were sworn in yesterday.
I guess in the course of like the days ahead, we'll be seeing the people who are interested in sports development.
Exactly. We're told there are about 30 new faces in Parliament. Well, we'll get into the sports bit in our subsequent bulletins. But welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center. My name is Victor Achu Tamaklu. Last night in Riyadh, this happened.
Pulisic. Through it goes for Rafael! And there's Abraham to win the Super Cup! The mother of all turnarounds in Riyadh for Milan.
AC Milan completes a remarkable turnaround to beat Inter Milan by 3-2 in the Italian Super Cup. Meanwhile, in the NBA,
Sabonis flips the screen and pops. DeRozan pulls it. DeRozan walks down Highsmith. Got him in the air. Score it. Kings by 2. Tipped it out to DeRozan on the carom. 6 on the clock. Playing with a spoon. Sidestep 3 for him.
DeMar DeRozan scoring 9 straight points in double OT as the Sacramento Kings win that thriller. I will bring you all the details of that and the other games in the NBA last night. But let's start from back home in Ghana. Because Accra Lions, they've lamented over the deteriorating state of Ghana football, highlighting critical challenges that threaten the future of the sport. In a statement the club released yesterday, they described the situation as a crossroads calling for urgent reforms to restore professionalism, transparency, and sportsmanship in the domestic game. Here are the main highlights from yesterday's incredible presser release or statement released by the club.
In our opinion, the results at the international level is a reflection of the development at the local level. We are playing our 4th season in Ghana's top division, and unfortunately, we have to admit that the conditions are steadily deteriorating. There is now no sponsor for the league, nor has a television contract been negotiated at this point. How will the league ever acquire sponsors again if refereeing performances like yesterday's become the standard and any criticism is immediately sanctioned by the association? Ghana football is at a crossroads. If we want to get back to our old strength, it requires a minimum of integrity, professionalism, transparency, and sportsmanship. We are determined to join whichever group or organization to make the sport a clean one and better for healthy competition.
Now, that was my colleague Mubarak Haruna reading to you excerpts of that lengthy statement released by the club. Now, he hadn't mentioned sanctions. That's because the Ghana Football Association's regulatory body has sanctioned. In fact, they've charged the club with a breach of Section 34, subsection 6D of the Premier League regulations following their league match against Dreams FC. The regulator alleges that the club's social media commentary on the match officials of the said game constitutes misconduct that bring the image of the game into disrepute. They have been given until Wednesday, the 8th of January, to respond to the charges leveled against them. They were not the only club that were charged yesterday by the GFA prosecutor, Mediama Sporting Club. They've also been charged with the breach of Section 42, subsection 6 of the Premier League regulations following the league game against Kumasi Asante Kotoko on Sunday. It is alleged that the club prevented GFA accredited media partners from the live broadcast of the said game. Mediama have also been given until Wednesday, the 8th of January, to respond to the charges. Now, this is interesting because, as we know, there is no known contracts or broadcast contracts between the Ghana Football Association, its broadcast partner, and the football clubs. So we're waiting to see what defense Mediama will put up, especially when there is no contractually binding documents that requires them to permit Globe TV and the other media partners of the Ghana Football Association to cover the event. Let's talk about the football on the pitch itself. And speaking of that Mediama Kotoko game, the star of the show was the returning Kwame Poku, who has now scored in consecutive games for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. The centre forward scored in the opening game against Bebieni Gold Stars last week, and on Sunday helped himself to his second goal for Kotoko. He says he's under no pressure to replicate the form that led Kumasi Asante Kotoko on the cusp of winning the title 3 years ago.
Any other day, I'll just try to play as a team player, not, just being selfish. I always want to be a team player. So if, you want to mark me out of the game, I just have to help my team to win. So if you want to mark me out, at the end we win. It's a collective thing. So I won't be under any pressure to, score. No. I'm just here to help the team to win the cup. So I'm not under any pressure to score at any moment. Not really.
Right, let's move the conversation on to day 2 of the GUSA games. And on Monday, there was intense competition in the men's football game. Although the University of Ghana team was absent due to inadequate preparations, other events featured included beach volleyball, men and women's categories, goalball both categories, handball, basketball, and women's netball. The highlight of the day was the opening ceremony at the new examination center at the University of Cape Coast. After the ceremony, President Shaibu Tanko Ibrahim, who's president of GUSA, spoke to Joy Sports about his expectations for this year's event.
Going forward, playing against Kotoko, I'm hoping that everybody will come.
We'll bring you the voice of Shaibu Tanko Ibrahim, the president of GUSA, who once upon a time assistant coach at Accra Hatzabook and until recently head coach of Tamale Cities and Real Tamale United. Okay, we can now hear from him.
It is about you winning for a university to make your university proud. So we expect the students to live up to expectation, to perform maximally so that their university will emerge winners.
So what makes this year special?
It is special because it is another GUSA year. Because every year times things change. So for that matter, it is special because it is another GUSA.
Right, so that's Shaibu Tanko Ibrahim speaking to Joy Sports' Joseph Ayenga Walter, who's a man on the ground. Let's move the conversation on to Spain. And teenager Adagule scored twice as Real Madrid cruised past 4th tier Deportivo Minera to reach the last 16 of the Copa del Rey. Federico Valverde netted a volley after just 5 minutes before Eduardo Camavinga doubled Real's lead 8 minutes later, heading home from Fran Garcia's cross. We'll get back to football, but let's briefly detour into basketball because Devon Royal scored 19 points and grabbed 7 rebounds. Bruce Thornton also added 18 points, and Ohio State escaped with an 89-88 win over Minnesota in double overtime on Monday night in the Big Ten Conference matchup in Minneapolis. And in other games as well, Zach LaVine scored 14 of his game-high 35 points in the fourth quarter and grabbed 10 rebounds for the game, while Nikola Vucevic had 24 points and 11 boards to lift the host Chicago Bulls to a 114-110 win over the San Antonio Spurs on Monday night. They had to overcome a 19-point deficit in the third quarter, taking their first lead on the night on Kobe White's driving layup with 47.1 seconds left in the fourth that made it 111-110. The Bulls ended the game on an 11-0 run. Elsewhere, Emmanuel Sharp scored 14 points, Juan Roberts added 12, and the 12th-ranked Houston Cougars rode his second half rally to a 65-46 victory over the visiting TCU Horned Frogs on Monday. Now, later tonight in England, Arsenal take on Newcastle United in a semi-final League Cup affair at the Emirates Stadium. Here's Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta speaking ahead of the game.
The willingness of the players and the coaches and the teams to win is there, and it does raise this season. When you see a lot of games, you see something different. The temperature is different from the beginning. I mean, and it's something that we discussed, and the players were very clear. We want to try to win every competition, and we are here, and we have a squad, and we have a level that requires that we approach every game in that way, and we started game by game, and we're in the semi-final right now, and we really want to make it happen now.
Well, his upseat number, Eddie Howe, also says these are the sort of contests that, as a club, they look forward to.
Yeah, very much so. I think the big games are what we train for, and that's what everything you do during your playing career is to try and reach the pinnacle and experience the biggest games and the best competitions. Now, the Champions League for us was an unbelievable experience. We'd love to get back there again. But it's very much the same with the Carabao Cup final, which was I think looking back was a great experience, but the experience ultimately was a negative one. So we want to, if we can, try and go back there and end up with a different result.
Yeah, so that's what's going to happen later tonight. Now, still in England, Jack Grealish, Manchester City's £100 million winger, has lost his place in the team and was not even part of the team that beat West Ham United last weekend. Savinho, the Brazilian winger who joined from Girona in the summer, has been the preferred choice. Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola says if Grealish is ever going to play again, he would have to make sure he ends his lengthy run. He's gone more than a year without scoring a goal for Manchester City. Pep says he has to fight for his place.
They have to compete themselves, and now Savinho is in better shape and everything than Jack, and that's why I played Savinho. I wanted Jack for the time to travel, yeah, but I try to be honest with myself, for that. And what happened with Savinho delivery in the box is higher than maybe the other wingers in that position, and they have to fight. You can say, okay, now it's unfair. Okay, if you decide to think about that, it's fine. They have to prove, okay, I'm going to fight with Savinho to deserve to play, in that position, and every single day, and every single week, and every single month.
Yes, Pep Guardiola said it's not about sympathy. It's all about who deserves it. Finally, before we go, congratulations to AC Milan, who made sure they had to beat Inter Milan by 3-2 to win the Coppa Italia, or the Italian Super Cup. Back to you, Mama V. And so you saw that image, right? Mm-hmm. You saw that image.
Which image are you talking about?
It's Lowe's image from.
You missed that, And a member of parliament sitting on the lap of another member of parliament.
Mama V. The storylines were wonderful.
A female member of parliament sitting on the laps of a male member of parliament. I hear. I see what you like. Thanks for sports. Social media messages on the show brought to us by EcoBank. A better way, a better Africa.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, oh yeah. EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah. Download it. You gon' enjoy it. In my Brahmin check. In my Brahmin check. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. It's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
It's the Super Morning Show Fuel Station Tips, brought to us by Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, shaping policy, advancing industry standards. Today, the Fuel Station Tip says, avoid distractions, pay full attention to your surroundings and the refueling process to ensure safety and avoid accident. Your tip for today, avoid distractions, pay full attention to your surroundings and the refueling process to ensure safety and avoid accidents. That's your fuel station tip for today, is brought to us by Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, shaping policy, advancing industry standards.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town. coffee in your cup, and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
It's 8 o'clock, and usually at 8 on a weekday, we'll be bringing you the Business Minutes, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG. We stand with you. Anointed Engineering Services, the Generator Experts, and Pinnacle Life Insurance. More for your smile. The Business Minute will return tomorrow here on the Super Morning Show. But of course, Anointed Engineering Services Limited is into sales of ultra-silent fuel-efficient diesel generating set size ranging from 5 kVA to 3,000 kVA at competitive prices. For every generator you acquire, you will enjoy 5 years warranty. We also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generating sets. Our services include, but not limited to, the following: 24-hour emergency services, sale of genuine spare parts, reliable rental services, professional advice, and sales of tower lights and rental. Find Anointed Engineering Services in Bibiani at Petroji, opposite Bethel School Junction. Is on the main Bibiani Kumasi Highway in Techiman. Ex-oil filling station on the main Techiman Kumasi Highway. That's where you find Anointed Engineering Services. And they have their head office right here in the capital at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway. It's near the Odoko traffic light. You will not miss it. They have 18 branches nationwide. And they also have a training school that trains students on generators and plant, auto mechanics, electricals and controls, and solar installations. They offer 80% hands-on training and 20% theory. Contact Anointed Engineering Services on 0243 480 334 or 0243 690 295. Anointed, the generator experts.
Happy holiday on Joy FM 99.7 FM.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Yes, indeed. And this is the best place to spend the holidays. Actually, Constitution Day today. Some people may have forgotten. If you didn't know, it's not just the day of inauguration of John Mahama, the president-elect, as president of the Republic, but it's actually also Constitution Day. It's a holiday today. Here's one from EcoBank. Don't be scammed this festive season. Fraud activities are on the increase as scammers continue to target customers of various banks through phone calls, text messages, and emails to get customers to divulge sensitive information such as password, PIN, card information, CVV, OTP, and other personal details. Their ultimate goal is to steal your money. EcoBank wishes to advise all customers to be extra vigilant and never trust any phone calls, text messages, or emails from anybody posing as an EcoBank staff and assisting customers to update their bank details. Some of them actually give you the impressions that EcoBank will be calling you to ask for your account or card details or help you link your Ghana card to your bank account or offer unsolicited assistance. Beware, as these fraudsters will try to gain your trust and persuade you to give out your personal or account details. Protect yourself by never sharing sensitive details with anyone claiming to represent EcoBank. Here are some things that you must always remember. Bank account details can only be updated at an EcoBank branch. EcoBank mobile app can only be upgraded at the App Store or Play Store. Linking your Ghana card to your EcoBank account is at any EcoBank branch or this website, www.ecobank.com. Do not share your password, your PIN, OTP, card information, or any other personal information with anyone, whether remotely or face-to-face. Never give the 16 digits or any number on your bank card to anyone. Also avoid any calls or messages that request you to click a link and report any suspicious SMS, email, or phone call to the EcoBank Contact Center and delete such messages at once. When in doubt or feel insecure, call EcoBank Contact Center on 0800 003 225. 0800 003-225. That's a toll-free number. You can always call it whenever you feel insecure about your account. And EcoBank is the Pan-African bank. John Dramani Mahama will be sworn in today. He was voted out of office in 2016, but what was then the highest margin in the post-independence history. And corruption scandals and energy crisis had crippled the country then, remember? But he's made a comeback, winning massively in the just ended elections. It's the largest margin now of victory in a Ghanaian election since 1996. All right, he will be sworn into office today at the Black Star Square, the Independence Square, we popularly call it. And I understand the place is already full. The place is already full. Listen, if you don't have an invitation, don't even attempt it. And there have also been some roadblocks. So if you don't have any business in those specific parts of the capital where the ceremony will be taking place, please pass your somewhere. And just watch on television. It will be broadcast live on the Joy News channel on television. And of course here on Joy 99.7 FM. So you won't miss anything about today's exercise. Send us your message. Social media messages brought to us by EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa. Reach us on 055-111-1997. That's our WhatsApp number, 055-111-1997. Touch base with us also on Facebook and on X, former Twitter, Joy997. And remember to add the hashtag Joy SMS when you do. We've got our big stories brought to us by Telecel, connecting Energy's latest film, Your Partner for Life, Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa, and Republic Bank, we're the one for you. All set for John and Jane's historic swearing in tomorrow. Follow us. You will not miss any of the action on social media, on television, and of course right here on radio. A lot happened in Parliament last night into this morning. By the way, this happened.
I'll recognize honorable members' intents. But let me make a point. Honorable minority, I am the chair of this proceeding. Let me make my point. Honorable minority leader, there are extraneous matters which I believe should not be part of this process. You were to second the motion. The other information you were tendering, the other information you were providing is not an information which is before this House. There be no other nomination. I hereby duly declare Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagby as having been elected
in consultation with the leadership of the great National Democratic Congress to be elected Speaker of this Parliament. I came to the Speaker of the 8th Parliament with my experience as the longest legislator of the House. I now come to the 9th Parliament with just not that background, but now with the experience of 4 years of speakership of a very difficult hung parliament. I promise to bring all these experiences to bear in guiding this House to perform its mandate with efficiency, diligence, and above all, with a sense of being the bulwark of democracy in Ghana. There being no other nomination, I proceed to declare Honorable Bernard Ahiafo, Member of Parliament for Akachi South constituency, duly elected as the first Deputy Speaker of the 9th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana. I proceed to declare Honorable Asiema Andrew Amwako, Member of Parliament for Formina constituency, duly elected as the second Deputy Speaker of the 9th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana. Society develops or fails to develop depending on the extent to which its political leadership is intelligent, creative, skillful, committed, and has the capacity to enlist support, induce loyalty, and to inspire confidence. I'm aware of what you went through before you got elected to this house. And I trust that you will not abuse the trust and confidence of the people. We shall now proceed to the oath of a member of Parliament. And once again, repeat after me. I, having been elected a member of Parliament, do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana as by law established, that I will uphold, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution, of the Republic of Ghana, and that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of Parliament. So help me God.
And that's how the 9th Parliament of the Republic of Ghana was inaugurated, back being a speaker, a Siama re-elected, a second Deputy Speaker, and Ahiafo, first Deputy Speaker of Parliament. So that's the makeup of our 9th Parliament. Any expectations? What do you expect from this 9th Parliament? Let us know. 0551111997. What are your expectations of this Parliament that's just been inaugurated? Big stories brought to us by Telecel, Connecting Energy's latest film, Your Partner for Life, Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa. Republic Bank, we are the one for you. Well, we're told that about 21 heads of states are here to witness the swearing in of President-elect John Dramani Mahama at the Black Star Square, the Independence Square, today. It's the season for connections, joy, and lasting memories. Just don't run out of data. Telecel Fixed Broadband has an amazing package for you this season, introducing the Too Much Christmas offer, which gives you a whopping 150% bonus data for just 150 Ghana cedis extra on your current plan. More data, more magic. Experience the magic of uninterrupted internet this festive season. Perfect for all the things you love to do online. Simply dial *900# *900# visit telecel.com.gh or download the Telecel Play app to subscribe to the Too Much Christmas offer on Telecel Fixed Broadband today. Telecel, connecting energies. Have you heard that Republic Bank is giving, and they are giving big? Pay with your Visa credit card and stand a chance to win an all expenses paid trip to Dubai or a luxury staycation at some of Ghana's finest beach resorts, including Maha Beach Resort, Breezes Beach, or Camp Chache. You could also win a 5-course dinner for 2 at the exquisite Brazza restaurant, a full day spa services for 2, and other exciting rewards in the Republic Bank Tap Win and Fly to Dubai promotion. What do you think about this one? It's juicy, huh? Well, all you need to do is use any of your Republic Bank Visa credit card, Infinite, Addition, or Classic card. Every tap counts. Remember that. Every tap counts. So what are you waiting for? It's time to fly to Dubai with a Republic Bank Visa card. Start tapping and make the season unforgettable. This promotion is under the Caritas Lottery platform. Republic Bank, we are the one for you. Where are your superstation? 16 minutes after 8. This is the Super Morning Show live on Joy 99.7 FM on a holiday on Constitution Day. Send us your WhatsApp messages on 055-111-997. Post on Joy 997 on X and on Facebook with the hashtag Joy SMS, and kindly answer the question: what are your expectations of this 9th Parliament?
Happy holiday on Joy FM 99.7 FM.
It's the season for joy, laughter, and endless connections. With Telecel Fixed Broadband, you get 150% bonus data on your monthly bundle when you subscribe to our Too Much Christmas offer for just 150 Ghana cedis. Experience the magic of uninterrupted internet this festive season, perfect for all the things you love to do online. Yes, 150% bonus data for only 150 Ghana cedis. Dial *900# or visit the Telecel Play app or web to subscribe now and experience a holiday powered by Telecel's unmatched fixed broadband data.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Are you hoping to start university this January? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and up to 50% scholarship to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless possibilities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our January 2025 intake. Apply now for our foundation program. For more information, contact us at +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
I used to stress about where to receive my approach car and always used to doubt whether my friend has really sent it.
So I asked a friend of mine and he said his wife used to have similar challenges until she decided to receive money transfers from CBG.
Well, I can relate because now I receive my money from CBG. It's so simple, fast and secure with no delays and no hidden fees. And I must say, life is now feeling good.
Stay connected to your loved ones no matter where they are. With Consolidated Bank Ghana's money transfer services, you can receive money quickly and securely from abroad. Whether Angel, Transfast, UnityLink, RIA, EaseRemit, Thunes, TapTap Send, and TerraPay, cash out your way any day with Consolidated Bank Ghana. Welcome to the good life. CBG, we stand with you.
We stand with you.
Do you want
want to remain productive and competitive in your business, then I am happy to remind you that Anointed Engineering Services Limited is still here to serve. We provide homes, offices, and institutions with ultra-silent, reliable, and fuel-efficient diesel generating sets with sizes ranging from 5 kVA to 3000 kVA at unbeatable prices. You also enjoy a 5-year warranty. Anointed Engineering is noted for unwavering 24-hour after-sale emergency service, rental and sale of tile lights and genuine spare parts, undertake repair and maintenance of all diesel generators, and buy back used generators. Sign up today at our training school and gain hands-on experience from our team of professionals on generators, plants, auto mechanics, electricals, controls, and solar installations. Anointed Engineering has 18 branches nationwide. Locate our head office in Accra at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. Call our hotlines on 0302 324723 or 0243 690295. Also on 0243 480334. Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts.
What makes you smile? Is a time with loved ones, pursuing your passions, or simply enjoying life's little moments? At Pinnacle Life Insurance, we believe that life insurance should do more than just protect your family's financial future. It should also help you live your best life now. Our policies offer comprehensive coverage, living benefits, and rewards to help you make the most of today because we think of wealth differently. At Pinnacle Life Insurance, we provide solutions that give you more for your smile, more time, more freedom, more joy. For more information on our policies, call us on 0501 451 400 or visit www.pinnaclelife.com.gh. Pinnacle Life Insurance, more for your smile.
Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
So it's a banku sort of morning, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Yeah. I know what you like.
Hot,
I know what you
hot,
like.
hot.
The one that touches
Soft
your
and
fingers
hot.
and erases your fingerprints.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
You know that thing, eh?
That's right.
With some light soup and okra. Ready.
I will have the okra without the light soup.
I would do light soup with okra.
Yeah, with some
Not
bits
too
of
much soup though. With everything inside.
Yeah. Crab and some pieces of beef and mackerel. The one they call salmon.
Yeah, man.
They do. That's right.
Who's
Shrimp.
cooking that? Who is cooking that?
Charlie, it's a holiday. Who? Anyway, whoever cooks it, me, I can't come and eat some because I'm on duty.
Me, I'm available. I'll come with Sammy Odami. Sammy Odami says you will close.
By the time I close, Sammy would have finished eating all the banku. Anyway.
But that sounds like a perfect holiday meal, man.
Yeah. Oh, I could do things to that. Wow.
Have you tasted okra, the green one, from home before?
Actually, I had some. We went, when I was filming Joy Prime Explore. Yeah, we went to Who. Went to some corner be some roadside place. Bright green.
Charlie, it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
The taste is different. Massa. And then there's somewhere in Sogakofe. Have you been there before?
Oh, the place by the water?
Yeah.
The place by the water?
No.
Okay, this is different.
Somewhere.
It's called somewhere in Sogakofe.
No, yeah, man. Oh, the food is too good, lah. Somebody should serve us that.
Yay.
STC. Oh, Nana Kumi, I miss you.
Oh, it's rather unfortunate. Anyway, we are greeting the incoming government. We salute you. Mama V wants you to know as you come in that she likes banku. All right, so today is a big day. It's an important day. We're moving from one era into another, and that's era, not ERROR. Era, from one era into another. Yes.
Longevity.
And and we certainly want to mark this important day. So stay with us. We're going to show you how it happened, how the transition unfolded overnight, and into this new dispensation. Okay?
Yeah.
Stay with us for that.
And that's good because not many people stayed up.
Yeah.
To watch and listen.
Some of us had to. But many of you slept through it, so we'll bring you an update. All right, the Kingdom Books and Stationery sale continues. You can get furniture with discounts up to 15%, and it's in all their furniture shops. Okay, so in Tema, there's one near Community 4. The head office as well has all the discounts. It's at Akweje. In Takrady, you'll find them at Market Circle. In Cape Coast, they're at University Bookshop. On Spintex Road, they are near ABSA. At Atomic, they are in the Center Point Mall. In Winneba, they're on University Campus. And in Kumasi, you'll find 2 branches at KNUST and Santase. You can also shop online. KingdomStoreOnline.com has all the discounts. So if you want to know more, call 050-162-0810 or email info@kingdomgh.com. Kingdom Books and Stationery, where quality and affordability are assured. Terms and conditions apply.
All right. Why wait to own your dream phone when you can have it now without breaking the bank? With MTN Pick and Pay Later, you can own your perfect smartphone and pay in easy installment over 4 to 6 months. The best part is all phones come with up to 3 GB free data, so you can share your pictures and get all the biggest scoops online for the first 6 months after purchase. Simply dial star 170 hash, star 170 hash, choose device Pick and Pay Later under the loan menu to start the process with just a small initial deposit. You then stop by any MTN service center to grab your dream phone and enjoy the ultimate smartphone experience. Voila, that's it. Pretty simple.
So last night, A parliament that was hung for 4 years finally died, and a new supermajority parliament was born.
It was hanging, so it fell and died.
Yes, it was hung for 4 years. Finally, it died. And then, of course, a new one was born. Here's how it all happened.
The MPP will soon see him and know him when he was seconding the motion for Alajete's consideration as Speaker. You haven't seen anything yet. You keep quiet and listen. Soon and very soon, you will see the true politics here. So you relax. But you would hear me. We heard at all. You will hear me. Mr. Speaker, now if you take away 16 ministers from the 60, the regional minister, you are left with 44. Obiniyem. The 44 left. You can only take about 25 from Parliament. 25 from Parliament. 25 out of the 180 something. Mr. Speaker, there is going to be redundancy in this House. And very soon, Mr. Speaker, the majority leader would experience the moment that, Mr. Speaker, you refer to as majority leader. Look behind you, your back is empty. Very soon, your members who will become redundant will not come into this chamber. And there you will see that the minority that you think we are mini minority will become the majority. Mr. Speaker, I am not a prophet, neither am I a seer. But this thing I can foresee that is going to happen. Mr. Speaker, even the MPs who will not get positions, there are other non-MPs who are looking for board appointments. So you won't even get board appointments. You won't get it. You are going to be more redundant. Now, your foot soldiers will be coming to you for employment. They will be coming to you for support.
Honorable Majority Leader,
Mr. Speaker,
we are talking about the 8th Parliament.
Mr. Speaker,
closing remarks of the 8th Parliament.
Mr. Speaker, I told force.
We are talking about.
Mr. Speaker, I told that today is a ceremonial day. I prepared a beautiful ceremonial speech, and I told Leader Emeritus that all the time Atu would depart. He took advantage of a ceremonial speech to lambast my government. And you think I should keep quiet? No, you won't get. I'm in the dispatch box. You see, you guys cannot take it. We sat quietly and allow you to punch us. You can't take it. Mr. Speaker has even come to your rescue. I'm not done. I won't finish now. Sit down.
Honorable Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, because of your intervention.
Please.
Mr. Speaker, because of your intervention. Mr. Speaker is my father. That is why I'm obliging him. Even of all he did for you people, you wanted to stage a coup against him. Some of you didn't want him to come again. Mr. Speaker, it is true. And if they dare me, I'll mention names. Yes. Some of you didn't want Mr. Speaker back. Of all that he did for you to get power, you wanted to remove him. It took the prayers of our side. It took the prayers of our side to get Mr. Speaker back to this house. It took our prayers to get Mr. Speaker back. Some of you wanted to stage a coup against him. Challenge me. Take a Bible or Quran and use it to defend yourself and let's see. Yes. Mr. Speaker, by the grace of God, you are back. By the grace of God, you are back. It pains some of them. You are back.
The journey we have shared over the course of this 8th Parliament has been long, eventful, and filled with moments both challenging and rewarding. It should be recalled, Mr. Speaker, that both sides of the aisle, Mr. Speaker, Right Honourable Speaker, it should be recalled that both sides of the aisle changed leadership in the course of the life of this Parliament. On behalf of colleagues, we pay tribute to the leadership which started this journey. Mr. Speaker, we pay tribute to Honourable Oseche Mensah Bonsu, the former majority leader. We also pay tribute to Honourable Haruna Idrisu, the former minority leader. Honourable James Kluche Aveji, the former deputy minority leader. Honourable Muntaka Mubarak, former minority chief whip. Right Honourable Speaker, every chapter of this journey has been marked by its own twist, turns, highs and lows. But in the end, the NDC Minority Caucus delivered and lived up to the expectation of the people. As we reflect on the years, we are reminded of the truth that all things, both good and difficult, have a beginning and an end. Mr. Speaker, as we draw the curtain of this distinguished Parliament, we cannot help but to give thanks to the Almighty God for His guidance and grace throughout this tenure, throughout our tenure. His hands has carried us through every storm and the challenges. We also extend our sincere appreciation to you, Right Honourable Speaker Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin, for your exemplary leadership and unwavering direction. You came after a long tradition of competent speakers. However, none of your forebears were burdened with a hung parliament such as yours. You were the first speaker elected from a party that is not in government, but you were well prepared for it. From your days, Mr. Speaker, as a minority leader, a majority leader, and a deputy speaker. Your wisdom, patience, and calmness, even under pressure, have been an anchor for this House, especially during turbulent times. Your ability to manage this Parliament with fairness, even in most challenging circumstances, has made you an outstanding statesman. To the members of the NDC Minority Caucus that briefly became the Majority Caucus, I express my profound gratitude for the support and cooperation that I, along with my colleagues in leadership, received from you over the past 2 years. Together, we have achieved numerous milestones, and I'm confident that history will be kind to us for our collective efforts. At the stroke of midnight today, the NDC caucus will re-enter this chamber with a strength of an unprecedented two-thirds majority. Mr. Speaker, this, I believe, serves as a timely reminder to the political class that the people of Ghana reward hard work, dedication, and true love for country. Right Honourable Speaker, this 8th Parliament has indeed been historic in many respects. For the first time under the 4th Republic, we witnessed a Parliament that was evenly split, with each of the political parties securing 137 members each. We also saw 40 female members of Parliament equally distributed across the political parties. One independent member of Parliament who serves as the second deputy speaker, and a speaker who hails from the opposition. This, in every sense, Mr. Speaker, gave us the first hung Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. Honourable colleagues, let us be proud to be part of this historic Parliament. From the very start, the stage was set for a roller coaster journey, particularly during the election of the Speaker. That fateful night kept the nation on edge, with many fearing for the safety of our democracy. That event, that unfolded, climaxed by the regrettable and unwarranted military invasion of this august House, will remain a blot on Ghana's democratic history. Mr. Speaker, we pray that such a moment is never repeated. Yet, Mr. Speaker, from the dark night emerged a bright dawn. A new Parliament under the Speaker, who is not from the ruling party, the first of its kind in Ghana's history. Mr. Speaker, despite facing significant challenges, this House has remained steadfast, navigating many turbulent waters, including certain actions by some members that sought to undermine the independence and authority of Parliament as a co-equal branch of government. Right Honourable Speaker, while many hope that this Parliament would usher in a new era of collaboration for the national good, some fear that it would deepen political divisions. Nonetheless, I can confidently say that the NDC caucus has consistently upheld the supreme national interest in everything we did. At every turn, we have been guided by one principle: to do what is right for the people of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, every policy or action every policy or action of government that we criticized, we complemented with superior, constructive, and alternative proposals. Although, Mr. Speaker, our views were often ignored, times has proven that many of the positions we took on critical national issues were correct. Right Honourable Speaker, one of the most significant and fiercely debate we witnessed in this Parliament was the protracted struggle over the electronic transfer levy bill, the famous e-levy. The NDC minority stood firm with the people of Ghana against this unpopular tax, while our colleagues on the other side supported it. Right Honourable Speaker, despite the strong resistance from within and outside this chamber, the e-levy was foisted on the people of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, we raised alarms also about multitude of new taxes imposed on the people of Ghana. In fact, over 40 in total that burdened the people of Ghana and stifled business growth. At the same time, we witnessed proposals that was supposed to grant $450 million in tax exemptions to crony businesses. In the spirit of patriotism, Mr. Speaker, we demanded justification of this request, especially as Ghanaians continue to suffer from extreme hardship. Right Honourable Speaker, I believe that posterity will surely vindicate our warnings regarding the reckless borrowings and economic mismanagement under the President Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Bawumia's government. Records available to this House shows clearly that, Mr. Speaker, some individuals in government profited to the tune of $159.3 million in transaction advisory fees, whilst the country was saddled with an unsustainable public debt. The scale of corruption and waste during this period has been staggering, alarming, and heart-wrenching. Mr. Speaker, the more we on this side spoke out, the more corruption and wastage festered. Promoting this as a result prompted the Catholic Bishop Conference to decry and describe the situation as a massive, uncontrolled corruption under this administration. Mr. Speaker, scandals became a daily occurrence as we were treated to blatant abuse of office and plundered the public funds. We saw the brazen attempt to shell out state hotels to a cabinet minister, and free-for-all grabbing of state lands are, Mr. Speaker, but very few that we need to mention. The just ended elections is a clear message from Ghanaians that they will not tolerate any such level of poor governance and mismanagement.
Let me say how grateful I am to the Almighty God for His divine grace, which has guided my journey and sustained me through the immense responsibilities of presiding over the proceedings of this August House and chairing the meetings of the Parliamentary Service Board. It has been a divine privilege to serve as Speaker of Ghana's Parliament at a time of a historic hung Parliament. And many cases or countries, I should say, including Australia, the United Kingdom, and even Ghana during the tenure of the Third Republic, could not make it to the full hug of the term of the Parliament. But we have succeeded. I talked about being sovereign and pensive, because this is a product of an experience of an uncharted path of trials and tribulations, miracles and mysteries, and of accomplishments and missed opportunities. The 8th Parliament, which has been unique in its composition and historic in its journey, will remain a testament to the resilience of our democratic traditions and the collective spirit of our people. Along the way, our Creator, the Almighty God, elevated 2 of the members of the House to his kingdom. You all recall these illustrious members were the honorable members for the Kumewu and Ejuso constituencies, the late Philip Baswa and the late John Ampotua Kuma, respectively. I'm very sure they are in the promised land where the Almighty God himself is waiting for all of us at the appropriate time. And so I want to emphasize what we did by wishing that their souls rest in perfect peace. Indeed, it is with a great sense of humility, gratitude, reflection, and hope that I, through you, address the people of Ghana today as we draw the curtain on the life of the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic. Over the past 4 years, we have together navigated uncharted waters. The 8th Parliament, distinguished by its equal representation between the 2 major political parties, stood as a bold experiment in collaboration and consensus building. Together, we broke barriers, setting new benchmarks in parliamentary openness, accountability, transparency, and inclusivity. On your behalf, I say, to God be the glory.
Issues relating to 2 constituencies are outstanding. And the constituencies are Ablekuma North and Akwetia. Honorable members, would you kindly listen as we proceed? Ablekuma North and Akwetia. The case of Ablekuma North is known to all of us in this honorable house. We don't have writ of elections from the Electoral Commission in respect of Ablekuma North. And therefore, it is impossible to proceed with any matter relating to Ablekuma North in terms of roll call and in terms of the eligibility of a member for that constituency to participate in the election of the Speaker. In the case of Akwetia, the Clerk to Parliament was served a process on the 3rd of January 2025 with an order of interim injunction from a high court in Akufo-Addo. This order was served through the legal office of the Parliamentary Service. The order directed the respondents, including the Clerk to Parliament, indicating that they are restrained from proceeding to call, admit, register, swear in, recognize, gazette, the said Ernest Yao Kumi as the elected member for the Akwetia constituency. Honorable members,
we have heard you. This is a house of rules and procedure that is not in doubt. This is a house that relies on precedents. I just have a simple answer to the point you made, and I have the instructions of my respected colleague-elect, Honorable Ernest Kumi, and fortified by the precedents of this House, which precedents is dated 7th of January 2021. I simply, Mr. Chairman, the member so desires to proceed to be sworn in and to also participate in the election of the Speaker and bear the consequences himself. Mr. Chairman, yes, the minority leader has spoken. He spoke for the member. But Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, since the member-elect is before this House, it will only be right for that member to speak for the records. The third order has been served on the member and the clerk to Parliament. Honourable member, the minority leader took responsibility and spoke on behalf of the member-elect. If he's taking responsibility, let the records reflect. Let the records reflect that the member-elect for Akwetia constituency has disregarded the court order and the repercussions of Article 105 of the Constitution applies.
We will start with the oath of allegiance. Do kindly say after me.
I, Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagwi,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That faith and allegiance.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
To the Republic of Ghana.
To the Republic of Ghana.
As by law established.
As by law established.
That I will uphold the sovereignty.
That I will uphold the sovereignty.
And integrity of Ghana.
And integrity of Ghana.
And that I will preserve.
And that I will preserve,
protect,
and defend,
the Constitution,
of
the Republic of Ghana. So help me God.
So help me God.
Now we will have the Speaker's oath.
I, Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagwi,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
To the Republic of Ghana.
To the Republic of Ghana.
As by law established.
As by law established.
That I will uphold the integrity.
That I will uphold the integrity.
Of the Republic of Ghana.
The Republic of Ghana.
That I will faithfully.
And
conscientiously. Discharge my duties.
As
Speaker of Parliament. And that I will uphold. Preserve. Protect. And defend. The Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. And that I will. Do right. To all manner of persons. In accordance. With the Constitution of Ghana. And the laws. And conventions. Of Parliament. Without fear. Or favor. Affection. Or ill will. So help me God.
In consultation with the leadership of the great National Democratic Congress to be elected Speaker of this Parliament, I came to the Speaker of the 8th Parliament with my experience as the longest legislator of the House. I now come to the 9th Parliament with just not that background, but now with the experience of 4 years of speakership of a very difficult hung parliament. I promise to bring all these experiences to bear in guiding this House to perform its mandate with efficiency, diligence, and above all, with a sense of being the bulwark of democracy in Ghana. Society develops or fails to develop depending on the extent to which its political leadership is intelligent, creative, skillful, committed, and has the capacity to enlist support, induce loyalty, and to inspire confidence. I'm aware of what you went through before you got elected to this house. And I trust that you will not abuse the trust and confidence of the people. We shall now proceed to the oath of a member of Parliament. And once again, repeat after me. I, having been elected a member of Parliament, do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana as by law established, that I will uphold, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution. And defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. And that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of Parliament. So help me God.
Interesting to hear DJ Ubeti repeating the oath word for word after the MPs. Does that mean Ubeti is a member of Parliament now?
Yeah, for the Super
I think
Money
Bagbin
show.
has sworn him in, yes. Goodness. But yeah, what a night. And I mean, it's significant for so many reasons. This 8th Parliament, died a natural death, and with it goes a lot of promise and potential.
Yeah.
I believe that we had, for the first time in our history, the opportunity to see a parliament that actually challenged and checked the executive. But it didn't quite rise to that level. And for me, that is going to be the biggest regret of this immediate past parliament. Now, interestingly, I realized that when the MPs discuss this past parliament, the NPP MPs, for example, and you heard Afenyo Markin say it, he thinks that this was the toughest parliament, the most difficult because, there was so much resistance. I watched an interview granted by Carlos Sahinkra, where he also talked about how, to his mind, the fact that we had a speaker in the last parliament who came from the opposition party was the biggest problem, because to his mind, the speaker was supposed to work with the president.
to let them have their way, essentially, all the time.
But that tells you the expectations of the MPs themselves, that even they, as they sit in Parliament, are of the view that Parliament is simply supposed to be an appendage of the executive. They don't go there to check the executive. And when opportunities arise for the executive to be checked, we often see them use it rather as leverage to get something for themselves. To get something for themselves, either some project done in their constituency, or some consideration in some envelope, or the usual things that we keep hearing from Parliament. And what a pity that is, because what it really means is that in our democracy, the people don't have representation the way we want or need, because those we've sent to represent us represent themselves.
They represent the political party.
Indeed. And themselves, because they tend to do whatever works for them. Whenever MPs are agreeing on things, it's benefits, things that benefit them. Then you have no debate, no disagreement. Things run smoothly, they are approved quickly, and it gets done.
Yeah.
But when there is a need for some position of principle to be held on behalf of the people that they're supposed to represent, in the end it always falls through.
Yeah.
There's resistance at the beginning, and then it falls through. I mean, name your example. E-levy.
But we got a reduction. Remember, that was not the original percentage.
Indeed. So that ended up being some sort of compromise.
Exactly.
Right? But the principle was that this tax is not helpful. It will not earn us the revenue that we are being told it will earn us. It will simply make electronic transactions more difficult. It will further alienate the informal sector.
Yeah.
All of these things that were said are being played out today.
But realistically, Kojo, if you have a group, a minority, and strictly speaking, we did not have a minority necessarily in the 8th Parliament. It was because an independent person decided to vote alongside them. Otherwise, they were equal numbers. But if you are an NDC and you don't control the governments, there's no way. The only way that you can be effective is where there's a compromise. So you can't erase, in this case, a tax that's been introduced, but you can beat it down and get a reduction.
So if you recall how that debate went, you realize that it was very, very difficult for that bill to be passed. In the end, we are even hearing rumors about how some people had to be impersonated, that some people were dressed up to look like Drasafo and so forth in order for a vote to be passed. These are the rumors that we ended up hearing because of how hard it was for that bill to be passed. And what that means is that the minority had a lot of power. They had a lot of influence. And to be honest, if they had used that leverage better, because sometimes you can use your power to get a decision even before it goes to the vote, right? Just by the threat of how much trouble you could cause. But if in the end you capitulate, or in the end you simply let it go, take its course so that they can bring in their numbers and outvote you, then you are not using your power. You see, so for me, I think there were many missed opportunities. Besides, look, these are only a couple of examples. Talk about the number of tax rebates and tax exemptions and loans that the same minority came back to complain about, that, oh, these should not have been passed, but the majority has its way and we have a... It is not on every vote that every MP turned up. Many of these MPs were ministers. They couldn't turn up. But the NDC didn't turn up either. So on those occasions, I don't understand why these things got passed.
Yeah.
You see, so for me, I just think that it was a missed opportunity, or it was missed opportunity after missed opportunity after missed opportunity. Because the numbers were so close that it had meaning for the minority
Yeah.
if they had wanted to extract meaning from it. There were times when the majority even sided with the minority on things, but somehow they managed to argue themselves into defeat. Like with the Ken Ofori-Atta matter. One of them wanted him impeached. The other side wanted him removed by executive whatever. They both wanted the same thing, but they couldn't agree on how to do it just because of partisanship. So in the end, Ken Ofori-Atta stayed, and the whole nation was worse for it. You see, so that's what I'm saying, that they didn't take advantage of the unique opportunity that their numbers gave them. And that, for me, will always be a source of disappointment.
So I greatly agree with you, but I also take the little success that we were able to get out of this particular parliament. There's been some positives. We got a new standing orders out of this. We got an affirmative action bill out of this. We saw independent or individual members of parliament coming together to present the private members bill, out of which we've got the LGBTQ plus bill, law. Well, it has to, the president must assent to it. So I would take a cue from, remember when we spoke to Professor Bafo Ajimanduya and Professor Bochi yesterday, because of what we've been served with in the past, this is sort of like the strongest opposition that we've gotten to in Parliament, where we saw some real scrutiny. I mean, whether in the end we didn't get much, but we actually saw some strong advocacy in Parliament. We saw some MPs stand out and push really hard. At least they brought the issues to the people.
So I guess your point is that much as they may have missed some opportunities, they still did more than many other parliaments before them.
It wasn't the usual, you started off by talking about how MPs see themselves as an extension of the executive. I mean, those on the government side. So really, everything is like rubber stamp. Just come and say and go. After all, we will approve you. So there isn't much. But at least, even with the, we look back at the vetting, and then we accuse them and we say that there were people that you shouldn't have approved.
Indeed.
But based on the interrogations, the scrutiny, at least at the table, we were able to know people beyond just like a CV, and we could tell that some people were not qualified to be ministers, even though in the end they were ministers.
That makes it worse if you ask me. I mean, at least if I didn't know that this person was so grossly incompetent or, incapable, then while they are there, I wouldn't be losing sleep thinking that look at who they put in charge of, whatever, fisheries
I think
or whatever.
Eventually, because if you look at the people who lost, and I know that in the coming days and months, there will be work as to why people lost. Who knows? Maybe that may have contributed. They may have seen that, listen, our representative is not even qualified. The person who's representing us doesn't even know what he or she is about. So eventually you get to be kicked out. So yeah, I mean, I would dwell on the little positive that we achieved. I wonder though if we would be able to see that same level of that small success that we were able to achieve in this particular parliament, because it's an overwhelming majority.
I was going to ask you about that. What your expectations are for this next parliament? Super majority. They can literally do almost anything. Almost anything.
So it comes back to the oversight responsibility that they have of the executive. Would that be effective? I mean, from where I said, I would say no, because the majority is...
Why would Parliament want to check the executive?
And why would Parliament want to check the executive?
Right now, this Parliament, this supermajority Parliament, why would it want to check the executive?
Because they are from the same place. That's what you're talking about. I mean, it's something that they were doing in the previous Parliament, right? So you see, the thinking that you only check the executive when you are in opposition in Parliament, it should change.
Will it? Do you understand? Will it change if we had, say, a skirt and blouse Parliament, which is my fantasy, right? If we had a Parliament that was controlled by the party that lost the presidential election, then there would be a natural motivation to check the executive. And when we saw it in effect, when we see it in effect, when we see that, okay, Parliament can stop, a bill that has been proposed, or Parliament can halt government business until the right thing is done, right? When we see these things done practically, and we realize that it doesn't shut the world down, people don't die because of it, but actually things get done better because of it, then parliamentarians will suddenly realize that, okay, look, I can check the president even if he's from my party, and things will actually be better. But currently they can't imagine it. They actually think that the role of Parliament is to make sure that government business gets done. Things should just pass through. So with the supermajority, they have the least motivation ever.
But here's the interesting thing. Remember that I mentioned that, well, there were some individuals who stood out because they presented, they served as strong checks. Ablakwa, for instance, Okujeto Ablakwa. There was Sam George, there was Dafamako, for instance, who's been very active, at least was really active in the 8th Parliament. There are some individuals that you can pick and then monitor, and we will be on their cases. Do you understand? Because people expect the same kind of effort that you put into the previous, into this, even though your party forms the government. It will be a test, really, and I really hope that they would stand out again.
I've got to say I'm not optimistic. These are all fine people. Okujeto Ablakwa is a very respected member of Parliament who actually, you are right, did some very good work, in the last 2 terms in the last 2 parliaments, if you will. So he's somebody who has a track record. He has proved that he's capable, right, of digging for information, using it to check the executive. But I am saying to you that I am not expecting it. And it's a pity, but this is just the way politics has been done in Ghana for so long.
Especially when they get ministerial appointments. You can't even reach them.
Exactly. So I am managing my expectations. I think that suddenly parliamentary oversight, as Okujeto Ablakwa started to brand his work, will take a break. I expect that all of the rabble rousing that Sam George became known for will suddenly go a little bit quiet. That Daffy Ameko's, legal advocacy that we saw so much of over the past 4 years will suddenly
govern Sagbuja.
Yes. All of the look, I'm telling you that there will be silence across the line.
But here's the thing.
That's just me, managing.
When they were taking the oath, when the Obete was reciting it alongside, there was the protect and defend the Constitution. So for me, if they go low on the oversight because of, previous practice, that's how it's been. It's just the 8th Parliament that was unique. If they go low on that and protect and defend the Constitution by way of making changes to the things that all of us, including them when they are in opposition, think that we have to change. If they make those changes, the executive powers, the overwhelming executive powers that an executive president will have, the recommendations to the Constitution. If you followed News File 2 weeks ago, Clara Kasati and her team, they've been doing some great work on the constitutions, the reforms. If they spearhead that, and we see, real changes in terms of it becoming practical, then I will forgive them
for their silence.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think they will, though? Do you think they will spearhead these things?
I am very hopeful, honestly. I'm hopeful because the president-elect, just as many people have said, he's got 4 years. And I'm also hopeful because of the names that have come out already. So he would have great advisors. Because we know that, is it Beshi or is it Pokpogbiligli or something? I mean, that office is high, and I will not doubt that it's got some spirit there. So it's easy to forget what you could remember when you were in opposition, when your eyes were cleared.
Yeah.
So now what will make the difference will be the advisors and whether or not you listen. If he does, then he will leave a legacy, a great legacy that will go beyond the 4 years. I really do hope and pray, and I am super hopeful that John Dramani Mahama would want us to remember him for that. And so he will.
Mama V, before we take a break, the last thing I'll say is this. I want to manage my emotions. I don't want to be heartbroken again. I don't want to raise all my hopes, put it in somebody, expect the best from him, and then he will come and disappoint me. So I am trying to be measured in my expectations. I understand his constraints. He has 4 years. For some, it would have been an asset. I have 4 years, I have nothing to lose. I'm not going to rerun for office, so I can do all the things that I think are important. That would be an asset for some people. But for someone who has been in opposition for 8 years, funded by somebody, fueled by somebody, fed by somebody for 8 years, his whole party machinery has been run. How? Somebody paid for it. And he has 4 years to pay that person back or persons back. It limits my expectations of what he can do independently.
I would limit my economic expectations.
But at the
as
same
I
time,
said, in terms of the constitution, I'm not.
Also, don't forget that a lot of the people he owes are the people around him, the people that will end up in positions and so forth, who need that overwhelming executive power in order to benefit from those positions. So if you are expecting that it is during this cocoa season of theirs that they will come and limit their powers and use,
must the president appoint everybody?
Mama V,
see, if you have a problem with
whomever he appoints, it will either be someone he owes or someone suggested by someone he owes. We know how these things work. You see, so
I hope you would remember how it felt like in opposition when appointments were being made to certain places, and he felt they had been packed with their people. I hope that he remembers all those things.
All I'm saying
make
is that
the real changes.
All I'm saying is that ultimately,
could you be hopeful?
Be hopeful. You have to measure. You have to limit your expectation. He has 4 years. He has been in opposition for 8 years. He has 4 years to say thank you.
And there's no comeback.
Yes.
But then there's
history. That means he has 4 years to pay his debts.
There's history.
Mama B, we know how these things work. Anyway, let's hope you are right and I'm wrong. Because for once, if I'm wrong, we will all benefit. The whole nation will be better off if I'm wrong. So I pray that this is one of the occasions when I'm wrong. But let's take a break.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Yo, coffee, oh my, ya woman. Omani ya memana Geni baby ako Wacha zaza ya wareni Wonsom Wanini pa Asadi pa Wofioye Yamo yembera ye Ebe ya Ifuyena Omae ya umano Omae ya memana Adiwa ya nora Yamicha da Yemana renya Wanso wanini pa Sawa ya wanabe Gamo yembera ye Ebe ya ifuyena Wanso wanini pa Nasa de pa ofio yo Gamo yembera ye Ebe ya ifuyena Ama be ya ifuyena Ama be yo Asite be ya oh, Hama Meya, Efiana, Yana, Yamo Emirae,
Society develops or fails to develop depending on the extent to which its political leadership is intelligent, creative, skillful, committed, and has the capacity to enlist support, induce loyalty, and to inspire confidence. I'm aware of what you went through before you got elected to this house. And I trust that you will not abuse the trust and confidence of the people.
Yamishira, Omani Paya, the Foa, and Yanum, and Fanya Misroya, Jumana, Yami Besrayan, O'Brien, Boya, and Moyamurae, Ebeya, Efi, Hanara, Amabaya, Efi, Hanara, Ejanova Pofo, Asitrebaya, Efi, Hanaro, Zemjabwe, Amabaya, Efi.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions
and send tweets,
where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
I used to stress about where to receive my Abrotre sticker and always used to doubt whether my friend has really sent it.
So I asked a friend of mine and he said his wife used to have similar challenges until she decided to receive money transfers from CBG.
Well, I can relate because now I receive my money from CBG. It's so simple, fast and secure with no delays and no hidden fees. And I must say, life is now feeling good.
Stay connected to your loved ones no matter where they are. With Consolidated Bank Ghana's money transfer services, you can receive money quickly and securely from abroad, whether through MoneyGram, Western Union, PayAngel, TransFast, UnityLink, RIA, EaseRemit, Thunes, TapTap Send, and TerraPay. Cash out your way any day with Consolidated Bank Ghana. Welcome to the good life. CBG, we stand with you.
We stand with
Ubeti, we thank you, eh?
Yes, and please, if there's more, we want it. It's a holiday.
The Banku has not come.
Samuel Adami says what?
The Banku has not come.
I mean, we were so clear. I mean, we were so specific. We gave the full menu. What is the problem, Ghana? Why is this holiday turning into something which is there? Please. The 24-hour economy has started since midnight. So please, don't let Banku be delaying like that. Wherever you are, our loved ones, wherever you are this morning, please, we've made it quite clear what to do. So all you need is WhatsApp location.
Yeah, man. Nanyin.
So please.
And it's a holiday, so we did here.
This delay is unconscionable.
Just put in Joy FM.
Just put Joy FM into the destination. You find us here. Oh goodness! Listen, we're having a good time with you on this holiday as we anticipate some historic moments in just a short while.
Yeah.
And of course, there will be live coverage right here on Joy News TV, and of course on Joy FM. MFR Peru and I will be helming the live coverage of the inauguration of the next president.
Yeah.
the past next president, you know what I mean? Yeah, the next president of the Republic of Ghana. Stay tuned for that. But first, what a way to kick off 2025. Holiday Inn Airport City is now Palms by Eagles, and they're offering a fresh, delightful experience. The newly improved hotel is ready to welcome you with unmatched hospitality in the heart of Ghana. Join them on the 1st of January. In fact, that was just past 5 p.m. They had their special New Year cocktail party by the pool. But their Sunday brunch returns. It started this past weekend and it continues every Sunday. Come and experience elevated hospitality like never before at Palms by Eagles.
Now tap, refer and fly to Dubai with a GCB digital loyalty campaign. So from now till 31st January 2025, accumulate points and get cashback rewards anytime you perform transactions on the GCB mobile app or USSD *422 hash platform. You stand a chance of being rewarded with amazing prizes like a weekend stay at a top hotel in Ghana, airtime or data bundles, dinner for two, or a fully paid vacation to Dubai. Here's how it works. Perform transactions like bill payment, airtime top-ups, bank and mobile money transfers on either the mobile app or USSD *422 hash platform. Share the award-winning GCB mobile app with family and friends to onboard. Use your mobile number as the referral code. Don't be left out. Download the app on Google Play or App Store and start transacting today. Is that simple? For more information, please visit the GCB website, www.gcbbank.com.gh, or your favorite social media platform at GCB Bank PLC, or just call the call center, the customer experience team on 0800 422 422 is a toll-free number. Remember, GCB will never ask you for your PIN, OTP, or password. Terms and conditions apply. GCB, your bank for life.
As somebody will say, your bang for life. All right, listen, it's been wonderful spending the holiday morning with you. But the day has only just begun. Some of you are now waking up because you stayed up to watch Parliament. Some of you are now waking up just because it's a holiday, right? Yeah. But either way, the day is just kicking into gear, and we're glad you're with us for it all. Thank you so much for your time with us this morning. And of course, we're continuing our coverage of the inauguration of the next president of the Republic of Ghana. Stay for that. We're back tomorrow, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Gosh, I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about. Yeah, we're about to hear an inaugural speech, and we will certainly be checking it for plagiarism and other parasites. Hey, once bitten, once bitten, forever smitten. So we are certainly going to be having lots to talk about tomorrow, aren't we? Yeah. But stay safe out there. Have a wonderful holiday. Look after yourselves and each other. And we'll be back with you tomorrow morning from 10 minutes to 6, right?
Don't even attempt to go to the Independence Square. You're better off watching it on television.
At this point, if you are not there already,
don't even try.
It's a futile exercise. All right. Thank you for listening. My name is Kojo Yankson. I'm the morning man.
My name is Mama Viosoba. On behalf of Samuel Dami, Jojo, Aaron, and of course DJ Wubete, who will be taking us all the way to 10. And we thank you. Enjoy.